uh, shit, I haven't been in here in a hot minute. Hey, I forgot I had this little guy on my chair. But I bet if I flicked his head, it would be like a bobblehead and go. You know that space above me is pretty empty. What Jake's up there right now? Flash from the past. How long has it been since there's been a spotlight? Let me check that. It's definitely been like a hot minute. Spotlight. Huh. Coming up on a year at this point. That would have been Writer Roundtable Part 2. That would have been April 27th. Shit. This is back when I was an actual streamer, huh? That's crazy. I'm eating food, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's fair. I was eating food earlier because I don't take care of myself enough. Thank you, Schmoopy. Thank you. Send me a picture that's just a YouTube video with the title I mixed Everclear and Fanta to give my liver the third impact. That's gotta be fucking suffering. Better late than never. Well, I mean, I don't got anybody for a spotlight tonight, but you know, figured I'd walk into the room, wipe my finger on like the layer of dust and see as it comes back just gray. Should probably do something with this at some point. Question is, who would I even have in here at this point? I mean, we've gotten like a lot of the people that were in the Discord back in the day. I know there's some new ones nowadays. Not exactly have my pulse on the Snootwani community, so not that I'm opposed to having more artists from there on, or writers, or the ilk. I don't know. Should do something with like all this at some point. Though I don't think I'm gonna be able to do like what I did before, where it was like every what fucking week we had somebody. Could do new assets. I was thinking about something like that at some point, getting like you or Vise Kev to give a revamp, a breath of life to the room. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's got some rustic charm. And it's got the fucking blood, sweat, and tears I put into actually keeping this shit fucking going. You know what I mean? Putting all this shit up, adding little knickknacks. I mean, fuck. I look at the sources here, and there's just like a fuck ton of shit. Like if I wanted to delete the wood shelf, buy wood shelf gone. What if I wanted to get rid of my mic? Oh, it's gone. There is something very fun about having all these toggles to be able to just hit, but it definitely is messy as well. Like the TV go bye bye. TV go bye bye. Chair go bye bye. I go bye bye. It's Ben boy. Oh, right. I think this was. Oh yeah. I want to say this is when we had Lanny on as like a guest, or not a guest, as like the co-star, and I had him up in the air. Mm, yeah, I put fucking molding on the floor to make it look like it meshed, because without it, it looks weird. It looks like you just fall off the side of the acoustic paneling. Susie picture, the Zara picture, oh, the void, and the void 2.0. There's a lot of shit here. Definitely would be cool to give it an update though. But I don't know when I would want to like try and get that set up since ideally we would have it set up such that you know, we have somebody ready to go to show it off. Oh, you know what? That does remind me. Still waiting on getting that artist roundtable together because we've had two writer roundtables. We wanted to give the artists some room to flex their muscles and do a roundtable since it's only fair. It's only fair after all. Joking about me getting back into writing. Yeah, just grab more one, throw you over in the other seat. Killed my message. Crazy Automod still lurking. Well, I mean, hey, there was a reason that the graveyard existed initially before it just became the quote channel. Oh, oh, that's. Oh no, the Iron Will invasion. Oh, that's so goofy. Oh, I haven't like looked at the whatchamacallit. I haven't looked at the thing that gets the icons for people and makes it so that they talk. It's like a fucking plug-in thing. I haven't looked at that since like fuck probably the last roundtable because I don't think I've had a use for it. I didn't know who was like plugged in to like the seat on the other side. But I guess it was Iron. Oh, Jake's there now as well. Jake. So the reason they're popping up right now is because I'm sitting in the recording room, and anybody who would have had their icons plugged in here will show up whenever they join the VC. So, yeah, no. Whenever we undeafen, because I was deafened for this little like intro bit here. Whenever we're undeafen, you guys will be able to hear them, so that'll be funny. Artists live by the wind so much more than the writers do. Biggest iron, like truly big iron. Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe this month we'll see about getting like some, if not like as many artists as we did for the writer roundtable. At least like four. I'm pretty sure we can source four artists as a ready to stand and talk for a little bit, and like I don't know, write on like a magma board or something. The artists have a better idea of what would be fun to do for that type of stream than I do. I'll tell you that. But yeah, no. So uh, hold up a minute. Four would be easy. Oh, I know. We'd easily have half via you, Kev. And then we've got some people who do some art on the sidelines, but I'm sure we can source like two others. Like that's half the battle, right? Of just getting it all. You know, I'm curious. What are like some of these other ones? Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that. When I transferred over to my new computer, there was some like little sprites that I think were buried somewhere in a folder, and it couldn't find it. So I need to like maybe update those at some point. How does the round table? Ooh, table gone. But Car isn't. Look, guys, it's Car. Look at the little guy. What else do I got here? Game. I don't know. I don't know why the VR scene had like faded chat Livia there. That was kind of scary. Oh hey, the old ending screen. Yeah, we're missing a lot of sprites. Oh, hey guys, did you know that Payday 2 had an update? Let me go ahead and like turn that off. There we go. Now we're in the regular room that would be expected. The one that should be happening. We all teach you how to draw. We can try to pull some from dev. Yeah, sure. I mean, I toyed around with the idea of having the artist teach me how to draw on a stream with my non-dominant hand, because I use my left hand for anything resembling whatchamacallit, fucking, I use left hand for writing and right hand for most of everything else. And I ain't got no tablet, so I'd be fucking trying to draw with my non-drawing hand, which would be very interesting and entertaining for chat, I'm sure. Old starting soon, even in Boston chat. Hey, Gallard. Round floaters, black screen, baby. The Creatura is here, wholly behind the scenes. Yeah, if you were ever curious what OBS looks like behind the scenes for me, here, you know what? I'll let you guys peek behind the curtain for a second. Oh, I fucked everything. I forgot that this happens. Whatever. I'll unfuck it in a minute. Yeah. For those who are curious, this is. Whoa. Yeah, you can parse something from this. I'm sure. This is what the bullshit looks like. Yeah, it's yeah. See, look. Here's all the scenes. And here's like the toggles and yeah. Now I'm gonna pull it back to my other monitor and yep, it's gonna be like fucking squished in ways that I don't like for the chat. Alright, I'm good. It's actually easier to fucking fix. Gotta drag a couple things. There we go. I got nothing this time around, so that's fine. Old man revisits his memories. Jake sent me something today that it wasn't even like old. It just said 2023, and I think I fucking withered just a little bit. But any reminder of the passage of time hurts. You're ambidextrous. I guess by technicality, yes. I can't do everything with both hands, but like I write with my left, and I do most everything else that's physically related with my right, barring using a mouse because, I mean, that one requires some fine motor function, but that's just what I grew up using, so shrug. OBS is an eldritch being, truly. Stream reception. It's funny to throw that up every now and again. I'm on board, and it'll be just all the artists drawing the legendary S and penises. Awesome. Like, you try to draw something and have different artists tag in every 5 to 10 minutes, rotating coaches. That'd be fun. See, you guys have better ideas than I do. I was just gonna sit there and like fucking drool and look at the screen as information goes out or goes in one ear and out the other. My right arm is stronger than my left. For many males, this is true. This does not require extrapolation. Hey guys, do you want to see what everybody's talking about in the VC? Let's go see what they're talking about. I'm just gonna like raw and deaf them. Oh, they aren't talking at all. Hello.
Oh.
Ew.
I thought I was gonna undeafen into the middle of a fucking conversation.
Nope.
Nah,
No.
we're just chilling. During that time, I found out some stuff that I thought was an April Fool's joke because, of course, news like that has to happen today. But the original Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 were just put on Steam, and they're all like $5 each.
Oh shit! Hold
So
on.
if you want to play Nemesis without all the content cut out, there you go.
Well, hot fucking damn.
Because I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, "Are these just like Of course, it has to happen on today because I hate news that happens on today."
My question is
screw it.
why?
Well, they brought Dino Crisis, but then they were just like, I think Capcom's just like, "Here you guys go. Here's classics."
Fucking
And
just
they've all
shoot
been-
that shit raw.
And they've all been making like the base price for all these games like $10, but then when they put them to Steam, they're always half off. So yeah, you get them for like $5.
I mean,
Dino Crisis is so good. That was my first intro to tank controls. Was Dino Crisis.
Original RE trilogy streams win. Have you ever played the original? Like the original?
No, I played only the remakes.
Uh,
When it comes to original, I start original at 4.
Okay. Then what's your idea of tank controls?
It's fine. I played RE1 remake.
Okay, well, that one's a little bit fixed, but it's still a little bit tank controls. It's definitely got the fixed camera.
I have familiarity with tank controls. I'll put
yeah.
it that way.
Okay. There you go. There's some stream ideas for you. Play the original fucking Resident Evil games, because goddamn, those are not what I expecting today on Capcom to be like, here you guys go. Oh.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm taking this.
Also, I think they're also doing. I think Capcom's doing a sale, but Steam hasn't fully shown it because all their games are on sale right now, other than Requiem, of course, but everything.
Borderlands 4 new DLC out. Well, I don't care.
Yeah, I would say, but for that one, it's like, yeah, but then you had to play Borderlands 4, so.
Yeah. Dude, what sucks is I've been having the itch to play Borderlands 2, but I'm not downloading Borderlands 2.
I'm told RE4 OG is necessary. I mean, it's like the father of a genre.
Because quite literally, if Resident Evil 4 wasn't made, like, we wouldn't have Dead Space. Like, and that's like just straight up. Because the devs, when Resident Evil 4 came out, when they made Resident Evil 4 with how, or when they made Dead Space, with how Resident Evil 4 was, with how they made Leon, like how he held his gun to everything, the devs on Dead Space were like, we need this. Like make it, scary space, body horror, but like how everything else works, sound design, gun feel, everything, it needs to be Resident Evil 4 original. Game was a pioneer.
It's a certified classic.
Quite literally.
The remake does not invalidate the original. RE2 and 3 are going to be rough with the enemy count. RE1 is pretty chunky but manageable. Thoughts on Duskblood soon? Oh yeah, I had to look that up. I don't fucking care.
Isn't that game's only coming to Switch though?
Correct.
Like, I think specifically Switch 2.
Precisely why I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I would say the only person you'd probably get a review out of that one would be me, because I think I'm one of the only few in this server who have a Switch 2.
You're the only one I know of that does.
Yeah.
If you find a Switch 2 in my possession, it's a plant by a big Nintendo to make me look like I like Nintendo. All right.
And we don't even know. I don't even know if they've even still given an announcement for Duskbloods. I haven't seen anything on that. I'm aware of it. I don't know.
I just profoundly don't
Yeah,
care.
I haven't heard of anything on that in a while.
Without PS5 and Steam?
What? No, there's no way that Nintendo is letting that get on Steam.
Duskbloods is crossplay? Okay, when? Because that was originally announced as a Switch to or Nintendo exclusive.
That sounds like bullshit to me.
Unless it's just like Kevin doing haha April Fools.
There's no way Nintendo would do that. They are just as fucking selfish as Sony, okay?
There's
no
nothing
way
Nintendo
would actually give us. Yeah, no shit.
Dude, I keep getting almost gaslit to buy Poketopia, but I still
the other reason that
$70 on that.
I do not care about Duskblood is that it's going to be a PvPvE extraction.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. I didn't even know that. The game supports up to 8 players and features both PvP and PvE. So PvPvE.
That sounds genuinely miserable.
Like, can it be good? Sure, but dude, I'm leaving that to like Ouroboros and everything. I'll let the fucking old guard PvP their dicks off.
Yes, you know the traditional FromSoft PvP element that is normally optional. Where it has the sweatiest fucking like
and the most unbalanced experience
basement dwelling like button mashers you've ever known. Now, well, here you go. Now you're forced to interact with them, and you have no choice.
Remember DS1 PvP where it was basically playing Spy from fucking TF2. You just shimmy behind someone and backstab them for big damage.
Yeah, no, it's only on Switch 2. It's not. Yeah, no, Nintendo would never be that polite to us. Excuse me.
Because looking up Okay, one, I didn't know about it being a player versus environment,
Well,
like
apparently,
for
What was
update
that?
players.
Kev just posted a picture in VC chat. Apparently, it is
What?
coming to PS5 and Steam now. So
What?
I don't know.
Why?
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the actual Twitter real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open Twitter for this.
Investigation time.
No, because there's no fucking way Nintendo is ever gonna fucking give us any of that. Because guess what? If I get a Twilight Princess reboot, it's gonna be on the fucking Switch too. I know it.
My
And
cousin
it
just
pisses
sent
me
it.
off.
My cousin just sent it to me. I wonder if
Your-
your cousin's just taking the piss.
Your cousin is.
I'm pretty sure you just got trolled, Kevin.
Yeah, your
that
cousin
seems like big
is-
liar.
Because I would say, yeah, because when you
Big-
Google
yeah, I'm
it,
staring at the
yeah,
Twitter right now, and this post does not exist.
yeah, and I would say
Yeah,
when
I'm
you
not seeing
Google,
shit.
yeah, when you Google Duskbloods, it literally says that this is a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive.
The only
Um,
shit being posted from FromSoft is about Night Rain
Yeah,
on
and
their Twitter. There's
al-
nothing.
also you would have had me review it, but now that I found out that it's going to be kind of an 8-player PvP versus E, well, now I'm not going to buy it. I don't really care much for those games at all, so that's going to be a hard pass. Which sucks because this could have been like
Yeah.
my almost kind of grasping at straws Bloodborne 2.
Yeah,
But,
no.
I don't care now.
I mean, if you want your almost Bloodborne 2, just play fucking Lies of Pi.
Just go play Bloodborne, man.
Yeah, I would say just play Bloodborne, which I've already platinumed 4
yeah,
times.
with my dusted off PlayStation 4.
Those 30 frames per second, man, they're still good because that game's just still made so great.
I mean, if
But yeah,
you really
Liza
want, go
P.
put in the effort to do the emulator bullshit.
Oh,
Dude,
I'm
I
not
see
doing
that. I'm
bullshit.
just like, I don't want to.
Well, yeah, nobody
Um,
wants to.
But,
People
I
want the
mean,
game to just be accessible, but fuck, they're never gonna
Yeah.
give it.
That's because
No.
Sony stinks, as I
Also, the
mentioned earlier
online for
before we started
Bloodborne
recording.
just doesn't exist anymore.
Fucking who cares?
Yeah.
I do, because the co-op was cool.
Dude, just give me the fucking base game. I don't care about look, it's
Yeah.
nice to be able to play and everything, but those games are so fucking annoying to get like co-op and shit set up without like extenuating circumstance. Like the best one was fucking Elden Ring, where they kind of baked it in, but
Yeah.
even then you still want like seamless co-op so that way you can actually enjoy the game together without having to be constrained.
I hate talking about like co-op in like Souls games, because then whenever I'm like, it'd be really cool if they made the multiplayer more accessible, like the seamless co-op. I am met with like the FromSoft dick writers who tell me that I'm the idiot for expecting them to go against their stupid ass lore to make their multiplayer more accessible.
Holy shit, you're actually alive. Hey Scrag, we were actually talking about you last stream.
It's true. We were reminiscing. We were reminiscing about the old streams, and we pulled the vintage story up. Well, one of the vintage story streams up, and there you were, just like, whoa,
Hey-
Scrag jump scare.
Hey Scrag, while we got you here, do you want to play 1.22 when it drops?
Yeah, Scrag, want to play 1.22 when it drops?
I still need 3 others for a PC Cross 2 for a full Gauntlet Dark Legacy run. I have one of the Gauntlet games on Steam. For anyone who knows that old
I-
game.
What the fuck is
Go, what?
Dark Legacy?
Gauntlet is a up to 4-player game where each of you are choosing a class. You're either like a barbarian, a wizard, a ranger, and then one other class, maybe like a
I
rogue
think I might
type
have
class.
played this at a friend's
And
house,
you,
actually.
there was an arcade cabinet. There was the Nintendo 64 one that I'm familiar with.
Contract
Then
has
there's
been
one,
sealed.
and then there's one that's been on Steam. But yeah, it's just a party. It's just a party game going through dungeons and levels, collecting loot, upgrading, fight the boss, win. Very old school.
Why can't
Neat.
FPS games just have good single players anymore? Because it's not as marketable.
The revamp for Steam was
That's-
Make
Yeah,
the
Steam
live
version-
service
Steam version
slop.
sucks.
Exactly. Shovel the gray goo in your mouth, little consumer piggy. Pay more
Ew.
money.
I mean,
Ew,
also,
yeah.
if you want good like single player shooters, go look at the fucking Boom Shoot indie scene.
Yeah, they do pretty good.
Nightmare Reaper.
To touch on what you were saying earlier, Iron, I think we had the conversation before about like FromSoft and like multiplayer accessibility. I'm of the
We
mindset that like
definitely
it's
did.
better to do a first playthrough completely solo. Maybe with
I
like
don't disagree, but
character.
you know, for people like me who I am perfectly fine with playing with my homies off the rip and trying to do the whole experience co-op, it'd be a lot cooler if I didn't have to pull teeth to do it.
No, yeah, I agree. Like I think that again, I think it should be first playthrough you do solo. That's the best way to do it, so that way you can experience everything without having like shenanigans get in the way with like, especially since those games are very
You know,
much learn the boss, learn the patterns, and do it. And when you have
I will
other
also
factors,
say
it gets rough.
that the existence of games like Night Rain and and I know it's like a third-party mod, but stuff like seamless co-op proves that it's possible.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I also
it's
I'm also
possible.
of the mindset that that should be what's just like the default with seamless code, because it's like multiplayer just feels half-assed and like a relic of an older time because they won't make it
I think it's just
accessible.
I think it's just because that's just not the game FromSoft wants to make.
Right, but
I
but why even
don't
have
fully agree with that.
the pieces there in the first place then? You know what I mean?
Oh, I guess it always is to do.
It's an intentional half measure because they want to keep within their lore framework.
I don't think it's anything to do with lore. I think it's just adding more into if you want to have friends fight a boss, you get that fun feeling together. Um, and then if you can't, if you don't have online to get friends or you just don't have friends, then you can bring in NPCs. Um, but I think when they make these games, just multiplayer isn't there, but they only kind of do it to be like, yeah, sure, if you guys want to like team up and fight, get a group and fight some bosses, sure.
It's just
Again, I don't know that I fully agree with that, considering how much like Elden Ring encourages it.
Encourages in what way? That one's making me squint. Like, what do you
It
mean?
encourages summons, it encourages multiplayer, it encourages you to use all the tools that you have at your disposal.
the
Those
game
tools happen to
intrinsically
be
does it,
summons.
given that yeah, you do have like the Ash summons. It's not even like you're summoning other characters, you're just straight up summoning ghosts to fight for you, which it really is just an extension of what they had. So like the thing
So,
with like
like, they
FromSoft
don't
is
care about multiplayer at all. I don't agree with that like sentiment.
like the thing with fucking FromSoft is iteratively in each game they made it more accessible to do co-op.
Yeah, I guess it's fair.
And they keep trending in this direction of like seamless co-op, but don't
Commit.
take that step that's
Except for
necessary.
Watch
Night
it,
Rain, kind
dude.
of.
Watch it be where the Duskbloods will be the fully seamless co-op multiplayer because it's dealing with all the 8 players and stuff, but it's with it's with a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, nobody's gonna
mean,
fucking
Like,
care.
wouldn't that just be so horrible?
From what I understand, I mean, being that it's an extraction, whatever, you don't have to kill the other players, I suppose.
Man, it's a Bloodborne. It's a Dark Souls game.
But that's not
that's
gonna stop anybody from on site.
that is
Now,
like the one series where it's like Arc Raiders, Marathon, Tarkov. No, not Tarkov. Not like live Tarkov.
Tarkov mentioned.
Yeah, sorry. So I'll
Arc,
stick
I
with
think,
Arc
is the only
Raiders.
extraction shooter that has consistent like friendly lobbies. It
Marathon.
it is a rarity in other games.
I'll say Marathon's too new, but they seem.
No,
I have seen
Marathon is
videos.
bloodthirsty.
Well, I have seen videos where like, granted, it's with other rooks, not really other players, but if you're a rook, some other rooks are friendly with each other.
If you look, I'll tell you right now, if you go into Marathon expecting to get like any kind of friendly interaction, that is not going to be the usual player experience. Everyone is bloodthirsty and fucking evil goblins.
It's like
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
go into an NW2 lobby and fucking expect to not be called a slur.
I mean, of course, I still expect that because Marathon is dealing with old Destiny PvP players who are
Well,
like
unlike
the
Arc Raiders,
sweatiest gamers
Marathon
ever.
also gives you quests to go kill people.
Oh yeah. But my point is to go into okay, so with those two games for extraction shooters, I would at least say you'll run into some people where they won't fight. But in a Bloodborne type series of a game, brother, it don't matter. They're just gonna kill you. Like every Dark Souls player is just a bloodthirsty, like grifting type of person.
The only time I see anything resembling friendly in like PvP invasions, because you know in the fucking title PvP, is like the dude who goes around and just rates your drip.
Yeah, there you go.
There's that, or the invader, because Souls people are weird this way, where they have these like unspoken of like honor code systems of you can only use these weapons and you have to, bow and shake hands and whatever before we start and whatever.
There's definitely some
hey,
etiquette, but like when you
yes,
invade
yeah,
me,
'cause those are
you've thrown the
cool.
etiquette out the window. If we're doing like a fucking fight club, yeah, by all means.
Oh yeah, you respect as someone who used to do Dark Souls 3 fight clubs, you respect the fight club because man, I've seen people try to start shit in that and they get so rounded quick.
I mean, that's one thing, but like if you're an invader, I'm doing whatever I can to kill you. Like I don't care.
Your death is something that must happen for me to progress.
I like
Which
playing offline because I hate invaders. Y'all experienced how I was when we came across invaders. I don't like dealing with them.
Oh yeah, that's another thing why like
Oh yeah,
seamless
absolutely.
co-op is super fucking cool because I remember trying to play the game like quote unquote as intended with like a buddy of mine where we were trying to do the campaign, and I shit you not, we couldn't walk 10 seconds without getting invaded every single goddamn uh like minute on clockwork. We couldn't progress anywhere because we were constantly having to deal with fucking invaders. It was so annoying.
See, here's the intrinsic issue with invasion in like all Souls games. If you're just playing the game to play the game, you're not gonna have the tool set necessary to win a PvP encounter. The guy invading you is actively looking for that and is going to have the tool set and the knowledge to win those PvP encounters. You're usually just
Oh
gonna get
yes.
stomped unless they're dog shit.
Especially nowadays, like especially if you play so whenever I do my replays of Dark Souls 1 specifically, I will purposely play that game offline because one, the game has been out for pretty much 20 years now.
Isn't there like still
And
security issues with like the older
and,
Souls
and
games?
yeah, and there's security issues for there's that too. And I don't want to risk that because yeah, I've heard reports of someone picking up like a weapon that was dropped by an invader. They pick it up and it like bricks their PC. So I'm like, no, I'm good. But
Yeah,
because
you can play offline, but if you want to play co-op with your friend, you can't.
I'm gonna beat
I
Lanny's ass later.
I don't know if I'm really gonna need to like have to
What has
play
Lanny done?
I will.
co-op with Dark Souls because not many of my friends are playing Dark Souls 1. They a lot of them would just rather play Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring.
Lanny
He's in the
messaged in
YouTube chat
chat,
being
said,
a
"Watch out,
gremlin.
watch out, watch out, ghoul, 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 ghoul,"
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
in all caps, like the little
Oh,
fecker he is.
evil Lanny, evil Lanny.
Evil Mr. Purple, 9589.
He's gonna be purple when I fucking give him a full body bruise.
True. He'd look at you and say, "Look, I'm a blueberry now," and then you'd have to crush him with a big hammer.
And then I juice him like a blueberry.
Give him a Chris Redfield
Blueberry Ben.
clothesline.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Sarg.
And yet again, we find ourselves in another year of this shit pile.
Yeah. I think at this point the corpse has started to like slough off with all the skin and flesh, and I think we're just bones now. Jake's the resident necromancer. How long do you think it takes for that?
We have
What,
created
to-
new life.
To rot?
Yeah, to like full rot.
That's what it depends on the environment you're in.
Well, what about this environment? We're 2 years in.
I don't like is it humid? Is it dry?
It's pretty dry content, so we'll go with dry.
Okay.
Can we feed the rot to vulture bees
You're less likely to rot in a dry
and get
environment.
meat honey?
You're more likely to turn into a mummy. So
Okay.
Can I could throw something out. You're gonna say no though.
Okay, go for it.
We are the mushroom jism sock.
Wait, do we got the
Mm.
spores? Are we like the fucking big mushroom skeleton?
It's
The fungus,
I'm gonna-
fungus.
it was
I'm gonna
it
have
was a
to-
fucking guy who posted a picture of his sock that he had apparently used and thrown under his bed, and because it was dark and moist, it grew mushrooms.
Neat that I know that image. Such
Yeah.
A such a
Yeah, I
fond
know the
memory.
image too. I wonder who showed it to me.
I'm gonna have to call in the Circle of Spores druids for this one.
Man,
This is a different kind of
the
necromancy.
D&D fucking ass pull.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
just little meat.
Yeah.
Speaking of fucking tabletop, Hungo and Sarge, how you guys feeling after decompressing of last Cyberpunk session?
Oh, I never got any decompression. I
Dude.
had to leave as soon as session was over.
I already told you I was looking over weapons and shit last night. I'm drumming my fingers on my chin, thinking, what ways can I kill people harder?
Yeah.
Get this, Sarge. Did you know that there is a rifle, a sniper rifle that has a like sniping scope and low vision thermal, right? And it's also got an AI girlfriend that whispers affirmations to you while you're killing people. And when you get 10 kills with it, it gives you a +1 to aims.
Is
Yeah.
that like permanent?
Unless she feels slighted and then will throw a pissy fit until you apologize.
You're dealing with like a brat AI.
Also, no, it's not a fucking +1 permanent. It's just a situational +1.
Well, it's on checks for attacks, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's basically +1 to aim.
Yeah.
Here, let me read out the entire thing here. An exotic sniper rifle with a flip-out agent and built-in sniper scope and infrared night vision scope. The agent cannot be removed from the weapon without destroying both it and the weapon beyond repair. Despite being an exotic weapon, it can still load non-basic ammunition. Extremely detailed, the weapon stuns in magenta brushed gunmetal complete with a chrome magenta trigger and a custom heart stippling on the grip. Installed in the agent is a pseudo-AI girlfriend with a randomly generated personality. Through a bone conduction speaker on the weapon's cheek rest, the girlfriend whispers messages of affirmation to its wielder and learns to recognize them even in pitch black darkness by the contour of their face. Once it gets to know a user via working with them to score 10 kills, the pseudo-AI bonds to them, dynamically adjusting to their shooting patterns and causing the weapon to act as if it was excellent quality when using it. Once bonded, the pseudo-AI will consider it and the user to be in a serious committed relationship. Past this point, if the user does something to upset their pseudo-AI girlfriend, such as by damaging it, not firing it enough, failing to clean it, loading it with junk ammunition, or firing other sniper rifles, it may turn off this dynamic adjustment in protest until the user makes amends.
What is it considered junk ammunition?
It's literally just called junk ammunition.
So,
Interesting.
Junk ammunition is not something that normally shows up in campaigns. It would only be if you were running like a gutter rat campaign, from like real rags to riches campaign, or if for whatever fucking reason, you just want to buy ammunition on the cheap because for whatever reason you're dirt fucking poor.
Looks at Mikhail. Yeah, I think he is.
Not anymore, bitch. I got 47,000 or 4,700 in my pocket.
Let me mouse over to. Actually, you know what? I would need to pull up too much shit. I'm not doing that.
Thank you, Lanny, you fucking whore.
What did he do?
Bought me Baldi's Basics Plus.
Why is this trend continuing?
I don't
Hey,
know.
Lanny, I got something for you. Do me a favor. It's going to be like at the dentist. I'm going to be checking your tonsils.
He just messaged me on Discord saying Christmas, smile face.
Discord nuked you, by the way, babe.
Oh, I hocked a loogie and spat.
Kind of.
Mm.
Fucking yeah. So there was that. I think I messaged Smoka and was like, "Holy fuck! I know what character I'm gonna make next." And then I was messaging Iron. I found another gun that's pretty fucking cool. So, you know how shotguns work in Cyberpunk Sarge, where you can load slugs or buckshot?
Sure.
And I think a regular shotgun is going to run you about 500 for like normal quality, right? 5d6, really good. There
Right.
is a variant called the Electromag that same price. It uses proprietary ammunition that costs the same as slugs, or not slugs. It's I believe the same as regular shells and incendiary shells. So you get the same amount. It's just you can only use that ammo for this gun, right? The kicker is on attack, you can declare if it's a slug or a buckshot. You don't have to like have them loaded in a specific order or anything.
I get to play buckshot roulette with the press of the trigger being the deciding factor.
Well, you don't even play roulette. You call that shit. You say, no, that's a slug. Everybody else is playing roulette with, oh god, is he about to hit me with buckshot or a slug? It's awesome. And it's non-exotic, so technically it should be able to be gotten in a excellent version for the +1 to your shots.
So it's just one of those types of guns where you still need a fixer to get it, but once you got it, like
Baller. Yeah.
Hey, quick question about that sniper rifle with the girlfriend in it. What is it considered? What skill does it fall under?
Shoulder arms.
God fucking damn it.
Were you hoping for heavy weapons, perhaps?
Just a little bit, maybe.
You're only going to be able to use explosives with that fucking shit. There's like, I think you can use the railgun.
Yeah.
Issue is though, I think for the purposes of the campaign, everything is banned from Solo of Fortune, right?
For the most part,
Money.
Unless you really schmooze up to your local fixer, you ain't getting jack and shit.
Well, the issue is that there's like modifications and stuff that would like break shit. Like I think there's the sniper rechamber, which is 100, I think, which means you should be able to just get that done with like a techie, and that gives you another D6 for sniper rifles.
Yeah,
which is busted.
Solo of Fortune is you guys gotta reach a certain like game milestone before you get access to most of that stuff.
We need rep.
Well, it's not even rep. It's the fact that like Cyberpunk Red is like city
it
level.
Quite literally tells you. Well, like Solo of Fortune literally tells you like you should not give your players access to this shit until they reach like merc status.
Right, because this is like you're just participating in like corporate war shit. Like this is way above your pay grade.
Yeah, you guys are still considered street rats.
Yeah, I figured.
And then another one that I don't think, because I looked through like the Cyberpunk Red companion because it makes it easier to just like find shit, right? There's also the Edge Runners kit, which we shouldn't have access to because I believe that would be 2077.
Right.
Dude.
No, actually, because the specifically the story of David takes like only a little bit after the time of Red.
Don't say that, cause like there's some attachment shit that I might start looking at then, like for example the power rebuild, which lets you fucking ricochet bullets to get past cover, and does an extra 5 damage on crit injuries.
Oh my god, you were about to turn into Ukrainian Ocelot.
It'd be fucking awesome.
Now, obviously, David's Sandevistan is definitely off the table.
Nobody's getting that. That's like 250,000 eddies. That's impossible.
It's only if you want to pay for it. You can always.
Well,
steal.
no, you guys are also not in the time zone of post David.
I mean, even if we were, dude, ain't no way we're ever getting that many fucking eddies. That would be like, yeah, you'd have to fucking steal that shit. And I think we would
Hey,
get the
man.
fucking floor mopped with us.
I mean, right now you guys are getting some decent street rat cash, but as time goes on, you'll be fucking getting money.
We're also getting our asses kicked.
Well, some of us.
Well,
That
Hey,
entire session
fuck
went to
you.
shit because of the one shot Rock made, alright? If that shot had not happened, that twin fight would have went down way different.
okay, do you guys want to give like a recap of like that since we're like already here?
Okay. No?
I might be a bit bitter bitch about that session.
Alright, sorry.
A little bit.
Sorry, sorry, chat. No run back.
Oh,
Rock says by the
even-
Salamanca twins.
He's not even wrong.
no, he's not. Fine, go ahead. You know what? I will say, because it's been sitting here and Lanny's probably turned into a fucking generating device. I said I spat in his fucking mouth. I swallowed it like the Hawaiian soil soaking in the ashes after the lava cools.
Get his fucking
Killing
Wrangler on the
Gatto.
line. Jesus Christ.
That just like
You know, there's a funny little place just
God.
right above us that we can just stick them in real quick.
I got exhaustion from that. Jesus.
I still don't have access to the crib. After all this time, I don't have
We'll have to rectify that later.
Do we?
Yeah, because
I
I
think-
feel like you should be able to chuck him in there as well.
Well, he
It was
does.
Blue
I'm
that
never
gave me the
around
privilege.
him. I'm not around him enough anymore.
It might
I've
come
stuck
on.
his ass in
It's
there
a secret mouse
times.
tool that will come in handy later.
He's
You'll
always well.
need it eventually. You know this.
It's
He's
Chekhov's
always
probably
well
script.
behaved when he's
Okay.
around me. So
Real shit. I'll probably throw Magnum in there just for giggles.
You know,
I know
Okay.
Bats chucked me in there one time because
Bat-
I said something foul. Yeah, Bats chucked my ass in.
Oh, the New Zealander bullying crippled girls. So fucking progressive.
Hey, I found it funny.
So to
So it's okay.
give context for what we were talking about earlier, we were playing Cyberpunk Red last night. What's the campaign, Iron?
So it is a third-party campaign. You technically don't need Cyberpunk to read it. It is system agnostic, but the theme is Cyberpunk. You can find it on DriveThruRPG. It is the Showdown in Chinatown trilogy. We are currently on the second act of the campaign, The Dragon Strikes.
Yeah. So what we had to do was go to a warehouse and either steal or destroy a shipment. We didn't know what was in it. We get there, we fucking piddle about for like 10 minutes before Iron basically says, "Just go in the fucking warehouse."
Listen,
So I have house rules for adventure cards, and because I think they're fun, they give various bonuses or situational narrative hoo-ha. One of them is the GM, like clues you in on like what you should do next, right?
both times I have used that, you have looked at me and just, I don't know.
Well, in the scenarios that you have asked me to use them, you guys are in the middle of coming up with the most
Esoteric
harebrained,
bullshit.
esoteric, asinine, like, we gotta do this super extra thing when the answer is usually just, hey, go through the door.
Congratulations, you have described people playing
yeah,
tabletop RPGs.
Yeah.
I would say as a DM, never make plans because your players have their own agenda. You just gotta
Make
roll.
Oh, I
plan.
know.
Make plans. Just understand there is the way that you intend, and there's the way that your players do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I am well versed in that players will just do shit that
Looks at me as a rogue main.
Fuck you.
but it's always funny. It's always hilarious and trust me, I get it because I've been a player too and I've been that guy, but it's really funny sitting behind like the GM screen and veteran player paranoia and whatever causes them to like really overthink. Just go through the door.
Nah, let him overthink. It's perfect.
Hey,
I go,
cocksucker, you're the reason that I'm fucking paranoid. I may or may not. You were rolling fucking thunder and lightning that entire fucking session.
Remember
I
when
don't
he
wanna
got
hear-
karate kicked twice in
I
the
got karate
face
kicked
with no
twice.
possible way to evade?
No possible way
For
to fucking
health.
dodge it. I got a cleaver caught in my fucking side and told, if you move, you die.
And that's not even
That
the
was
worst.
awesome.
That wasn't even the worst part of the session. The worst part of the session is we went into the warehouse and we looked in, and inside the boxes was a fucking giga drug. Not good. Should not inhale that. So we're
Black flame.
then the mooks show up and they're like, what the fuck? And we get into a gunfight and Rock. Now, what you need to understand is Rock has these grand ideas. He does not have the skills to back up these grand ideas. So what
Now,
he tries to
before-
do,
Before we like go on like a series of shit talking Rock, I will say Rock is a great role player, fantastic.
oh,
role player,
absolutely.
and his net running has really helped out the party. You never want to rely on him in a gunfight.
Can I yoink him real quick?
Yeah, if he wants to
Yeah,
come in
sure.
here and
If he's
argue,
cool
I mean,
to
if he's
come in,
cool
argue his
with it, yeah.
case.
Are you cool coming in here?
He said, also, who walks into a gang warehouse 10 minutes after being told there will be 2 assassins after you without looking inside?
No, yeah, that's why we were like so fucking panicked because
No,
we're
believe
like,
me,
oh
I
fuck, what's in
understand,
there?
But you guys went from like, okay, we gotta like get inside the warehouse to, guys, we have to just we have to like cause a distraction and we have to cause a terrorist attack.
I don't suggest the
you.
terrorist
Fuck
acts. I'm just
you.
looking around and I'm like, well, I guess the only thing we can do is a terrorist act. Cause none of us have enough cool to bluff our shit.
Okay, well, my time has run out. I have to go back and re-corral the autism kids.
Alright. Best of luck, Sarge.
Catch you later, Sarge.
Bye-bye. Iron,
Yeah.
rancid fucking whore.
Damn.
Damn.
Woe black fire upon you.
Black Flame, you didn't even get your own fucking name right.
He's gonna
Good
fucking
shit.
retcon it to be Blackfire now.
I'm getting no adventure cards next game, watch.
You're gonna start with 0 luck. Not that it fucking helped!
Mm. Iron was adding fucking DM modifiers to all the rolls he was making.
I definitely did not.
Uh-huh. Sure, man.
Hey man, you chose to be the nomad.
I'll leave
So
it before I get mad.
to circle it back
You're not
around,
gonna rage bait.
Rock has these grand ideas, and just the skills do not back it up. For example, he had gotten, what do you want? Give me just 1 second.
I can hear him in the background.
I was gonna say, I see my mic pop, and I was like, ah.
Still here, even after he's gone.
Oh, it's like he's still with us.
Wow, I miss him already.
Jake, you want to see my new Palia outfit?
Sure.
I'll post it in the VC chat so Iron can see it too.
Okay. I had to respond to a message real quick. So, Rock had gotten a grapple hand. And he wanted to do a maneuver where he shot his grapple, like he had like 2 mooks on him. They were in like melee essentially, and he wanted to grapple hand to the rafters and take a shot at one of them as he went up, right? Cool maneuver.
Mhm.
He isn't he's proficient enough with pistols to get by. And his athletics is okay. Now, a maneuver like that both requires athletics and good handgun skill because you're on what did you say it was?
Well, because he was like on uneven platform and he was like rocketing himself up while doing this.
Right.
he
So
had,
it was like a -4 to a shot.
Yeah.
He has 4 points, which means that it is his base, which I think is 7 plus a D10. Not amazing odds.
Yeah. And his like reflex, which I don't remember what it was.
Right. He crit fails. Like crit fails bad. Like it was in the negatives if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so for those who aren't in the know, a crit fail isn't normally like D&D where you just automatically fail. It is, you can crit fail and still succeed some things, depending on how bad your crit fail is. In his case, he rolled a 1, which means you have to roll the D10 again and then subtract that from your total. He went into the negatives because of this.
And so
I posted the picture in the wrong chat.
Iron was like silent for like 3 minutes, and everyone's biting their nails.
That's usually like when a DM just goes quiet and you're just like, uh-oh.
We were like, oh fuck, what happens?
Because I was at like, I was flush with options of what I could have this happen. I could repeat what happened last time and have him blow off his own leg.
Yep.
He could have shot one of the other friendly players. But I thought, you know what would make the most sense and cause the most chaos right now? This airborne drug.
So that bullet slams straight into the crate of drugs and puffs out drug in a radius. Me and Sarge are in that radius. Luckily for me, earlier I had slipped on like a fucking like a gas filter mask. Because I was just like, oh, I've got this on me. I think I ought to slip this on just in case. So I was immune. Sarge was not. So he was affected by drugs and was wigging out of his mind.
Welcome to Night City, baby.
We finished the combat encounter, and I'm busy trying to burn the drugs and everything because that we had decided we were just going to destroy it. We weren't going to try and extract it. And
Get rid of this shit.
Sarge ends up going outside of the warehouse and just dancing around one of the enemies he killed, essentially.
Because he's high up his ass.
Yeah, and Bowie comes out there to kind of like monitor him.
God, what like a horrible scene you'd see in like a crime drama.
The fucking Salamanca twins, 2 like geared up and skilled out assassins, ambush them. And Sarge full moves over and jumps off the dock.
Yeah.
Like into like water?
Yeah, into water.
So to keep in mind that they were fighting on like a warehouse like waterside port dock.
Okay.
When Sarge's turn rolled around, he used all of his movement to just sprint ass into the fucking port side and just dive into the water.
Oh my god.
So
which honestly,
because he started tripping balls and he saw the all of that and he started tripping and he's like, I need to get away.
So specifically, one of the effects of the drugs he was on gave him severe paranoia. And he just got shot.
And so he just fucking he extracts, which to his credit probably saved his life.
Yeah, he didn't want to end up like Hank.
Now Bowie runs inside the warehouse, and you might recall that I was saying that Rock has these ideas, right?
Yeah.
He was under the impression that if we play their game, let them like handle the battlefield, they're gonna kill us. So he uses his grapple hand again to pull himself at the door and try to drop kick one of the assassins outside the door.
Was that like a reinforced door?
No, the door was open.
Okay.
Now here's
So-
the thing: he successfully pulled off the maneuver. So like he grapples the door and like slingshots himself at the dude. Unfortunately for him, this guy is a juiced up with cybernetics assassin who just evades him and puts Rock on his belly.
Well, I think wasn't it too that Rock's brawling is not
Yeah, because he was
Up to
specifically
snuff.
trying to attempt a tackle maneuver
right.
that naturally failed.
So he just gets fucking thrown to the ground.
Oh Lord.
And the other assassin is just like, you've got this, and like walks over Rock to come inside to fight me and Bowie. And the fucking one that's fighting Rock, he tries to like goad him into like a fist fight. Yeah, Rock is the computer guy. He's our net runner.
He's a computery guy.
And the fucking assassin basically just laughs at him and puts his boot on his neck and starts choking him out.
Damn, literally got laid out, nerd.
Now Bowie is just like a fucking bag of tricks. I genuinely don't know what that motherfucker is gonna do at any session. Like he's judo cop and he starts like successfully grappling and fighting the assassin that comes in.
Based Bowie as always.
Completely
so-
rocks his shit too.
The assassin and Bowie, I think, had very comparable stats. So it was really just like you were talking about during session.
It was a
just
dice
roll
fest.
up.
Yeah.
Yo, just a quick shout out to Vice in our little chat. He's a real one. He knew the reference. He's a computery guy. Anyway, sorry.
So fucking because Bowie has judo, he also went and like double checked a ruling for his like character's special maneuvers and was like, oh yeah, if he fails 2 melee attacks, I just get to throw his ass. If I like beat like a check, and if I pass the check, he gets no save against this. He just gets thrown. So he does that. The guy is on his ass, loses his gun, and then for the rest of the fight, Bowie is just on the ground, just fucking punching him, ground pounding him while everyone's fighting the other guy.
Yeah, and so Sarge finally gets back into action because it's a situation where, yes, he's like fucking out of his gourd, but I think also he recognizes out of character, if he does not participate, we are probably going to have a player death. So he comes back over and starts helping Rock out. I'm just trying to provide like some support on both, but just given like Iron said, it's kind of a roll off.
Yeah. Oh, also, when the like assassin came through the door initially, Humo almost got rocked because the guy just took his SMG and just mag dunked Humo.
It would have been bad, but I would have been able.
It would
to
have been a
get
critical injury and some pretty hefty damage.
It was like 14
However,
damage in total. It would be the critical injury that would have been like
debilitating.
Yeah.
However, thankfully to Humo's rescue, someone pulled an adventure card that allowed him to negate like one instance of damage. So instead what happened is we narratively made it of he got hit in the chest and knocked on his ass but didn't take any damage.
Yeah, I hit the plate.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was rough, and I believe it is entirely because of that one shot that fucking got Sarge out of his gourd.
Yeah, because if he wasn't high, that would have been a completely different scenario. That's the fun thing about games like this. One thing leads to a wonderful.
It was kind
chain
of a
events.
mixed bag of the high thing because, while yes, him being high caused him to roleplay his character into a bad spot. However, it did
Did
give
it-
him some combat bonuses.
Oh yeah.
It really saved his ass from dying during that encounter because he got really fucked up.
Part of the issue was that we had a combat encounter before that that he had to recover from, and he recovered health wise, but he forgot to fix his armor, so he was coming in with like 7 out of 11 SP, which
Yeah.
for those unfamiliar with the system, that's not good.
Yeah.
You need as much armor as you can get.
So he was just getting fucking rocked. But we made it through. And I feel like we've learned a couple of important lessons. So going
Don't-
forward, one of the lessons I learned is how exactly the numbers work for aim shots. And I will never be pulling off another aim shot on somebody who can evade. Because that is foolishness.
Oh yeah, and then you forgot, did you guys mention the selfie rock scent?
Oh, yeah. While the boot was crushing the life out of Rock, he used like his internal agent and like fucking some of his cybernetics to take a picture of the assassin and like send it to our contacts and be like, help!
And you.
Like something you would have to do in like Dead Rising. Take a picture for a quest.
So imagine you're like a fixer, right? A guy who just like coordinates things, you know, kind of gives people jobs and everything.
Yeah,
You're just
yeah.
going about your merry business. You know, you got guys on like a mission and everything, but like you haven't heard anything. And then you get a picture that's just an assassin with like, from the point of view, from the ground, an assassin just stepping on you. And there's gonna be fire in the background because I was shooting some fucking incend rounds.
It is always funny how sometimes you guys will like get your jobs and then be like, oh man, I can't believe the guy who sent us on the job to go do this thing and like have the skills to do the thing we expect him to do didn't give us like a bunch of other tips to do the things we can't do.
Oh, I don't complain about that. I always just ask if shit goes south, give them a ring and see if they can do anything. But I'm very much under no like illusion that hey, we're owed this. It's like, nah, dog, we were sent to do this. We said yeah. If shit goes bad, that's on
Yeah,
us.
you're on your own. You guys get the one favor. Do not expect that ever again.
Yeah, I don't think we would have needed it necessarily, but just having it as like the quick out was useful. It does make me think at some point I'm gonna need to put in a point into like pharmaceuticals so that way I can whip up like either rapid detox or speed heal.
It's always pretty good to have.
Yeah. Honestly, I wish I had a little bit different RP of a character so that way it would make sense for me to just be bringing street drugs around and huffing that shit for buffs. Because my fucking resist, torture, and drugs skill is enough to meet every check as long as I don't crit fail.
Right.
You can be like a drug using build from like a Fallout, using Psycho all the time, being crazy.
I just can't narratively sling it that way, unfortunately.
No.
Narratively, I've kind of made myself forego a lot of potential buffs. Like cybernetics.
Still get a battle glove. Smells.
Dude, I was looking at the battle glove. That thing kind of fucking sucks. It's 1,000 up front, and there isn't even a lot you can do. Because you can't conceal it. And a lot of the stuff that you would add is more melee focused. Which Mikhail does not have. There was one thing I was thinking. And I guess I can give you a little sneak peek of what I might be shooting for here, Iron. In Black Chrome, there is a cheaper version of it. It's like a moto glove or something, right? It's 500 versus the 1,000. It has one slot, but it comes with something else. I can't remember what it is. You know what? I think I still have the shit pulled up. Let me check real quick.
While he's looking up, because I'm listening in, someone in chat said, "What system is this?" I know you guys mentioned it earlier.
Cyberpunk Red.
Cyberpunk Red. And you guys
Chrome.
said Power Gauntlet, and I instantly thought of the 1989 Nintendo Power Glove.
You're not even far off.
I mean, that's what it's like supposed to be.
No
essentially.
shit! Oh my god!
It is literally an external like cybernetic like power armor glove that gives you a few like limited types of cyberware slots without chopping off your real arm
Right.
Oh my
and
god, dude!
taking the humanity loss hit.
I had an old childhood buddy who had the Nintendo thing, so just like imagining that on just like a cyberpunk scenario, just like, man, what a goofy ass thing. But I get it. You do you.
I mean, they can work, and it's like, hey, I wanna have that cyber while keeping my real body or not taking the humanity hit. It's an option.
Okay, yeah, so it's the Mechman Smart Glove. Comes pre-installed with subdermal grip and has one option. So,
Man, I know you
not
said
not bad.
That's
The
right, I
only-
know
Yeah,
you
which
said
I
Mega Man,
think
but in my head I heard Mega Man.
subdermal grip, if I'm not mistaken, allows you to like interface with like smart guns, right?
Yeah. But the issue is you would still need to get some neural installed in order to get like the interfacing stuff for it. So
Which is probably like the lowest humanity costing and stuff.
it's on the lower end. However, it's a thing where I don't think I can do it narratively for Mikhail, given how I'm ruling him.
Well, because I think you can get like the smart glasses, which will
The smart glasses I very much am going to be grabbing. I
think it'll allow you to interface with that without taking like the surgery.
I don't think so, because it's only optic wear. I know what I'm getting for that though: targeting scope and anti-dazzle.
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to be seeing if I can pick up some auto level dampening ear protectors. That way, flashbangs are a solid what? Huh? I don't care. Now there is one reason that I might opt for the battle glove instead. Because it has, I think, 3 options versus the 1. And the reason is I would think about getting Flash Bulb, which is a cyber arm thing that makes it so that anyone within 25 meters that you have line of sight with has to pass a DV-15 or suffer damaged eye for a minute.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Just being able to pop that and make everybody have -2 on their ranged rolls would be pretty good. But
just gotta make sure you don't hit the teammates with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's also something I'd have to consider if I'm going with the shotgun route, so.
Hit the teammates, it's funnier.
One thing I'm thinking for the weapons is I might just forego a shotgun entirely and just put like an underbarrel shotgun on like a AR or something.
Can you do melee shit? Can you get like mantis blades?
Oh yeah, you absolutely can.
I do think there is a source thing that has mantis blades, but mantis blades are exceptionally rare. You can get like Wolverine claws, or like they call them like vampires, where you can get like cybernetic teeth or like claws on your hands, or a pop out like melee weapon.
Yeah, no, the Mantis blades are part of the Edge Runner mission kit, and they're only 500.
Man, what a steal!
Because I believe also like narratively, Mantis blades don't exist until like kind of post Red.
Right, which is why I was asking before about the Edge Runner mission kit, because some of this stuff doesn't quite click.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the Cyberpunk Red talk for the stream, I guess.
Oh, so you guys seem like you're having fun.
Oh, we have been, for sure.
Let's see.
And then we eventually got our Pathfinder, pseudo Pathfinder for Savage Worlds campaign
Which
going
edition
up with.
which edition are you guys doing for Pathfinders? First edition?
No, we are so. Paizo had collaborated with Pinnacle Entertainment, and they have an official conversion for Savage Worlds, which is a system that I really like to use because I'm very familiar with it, and it's also a very easy and like new user friendly system.
hmm
Um, and it doesn't lock you into class limitations, um, which is why we're playing it. So it is, quote unquote Pathfinder, but it's not Pathfinder.
Okay, now I get you now.
Now Jake's gonna run a campaign as well. That's just Path
no.
20.
Pathfinder.
Yeah, except for the
yes, no, I am actually running Pathfinder First Edition.
Yeah, that's what I was saying because I wasn't sure who was the DM for the Pathfinder one. I just know Jake has been wanting to do that, and of course, running First Edition, strictly, which that also sounds cool.
Yeah, he's told us many times. Make sure you have backup characters and be prepared to die.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, what else? What else do I say? I'm gonna, I'm gonna murder, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna murder.
We are we're running Giant Slayer, so
Yes.
For those who are familiar with Path 20, I'm running Vivisectionist, Beast Morph, Alchemist. I think that should say enough.
It's a very big mouthful.
It is, but it ought to be a lot of damage as well.
I am running a human brawler who took the special archetype of Beast Wrestler that basically just gives me bonuses for duking it out with people who are bigger than me.
truly the Jet Li of the group. Small guy,
And
but very
then
strong.
we've got a cleric and a druid and
What else do you need?
a ranger.
Something not. We don't know what they're going to be yet. Something range DPS most likely.
Right.
Has the character not been made yet, or
No.
Correct.
fair.
Oh, also to add on to my character, Skinwalker Ragebred.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Skinwalker Pigman. Pretty much.
I'm going to be big naturals.
Damn,
You and me both, buddy.
big naturals. Mm.
I mean, I think level 2, I essentially am going to be able to pop whenever I have my mutagen up, 6 attacks in a turn.
Yeah.
I need to convince
I
my
get level
current
2, I
DM.
get like Flurry of Blows.
I need to convince my current DM to somehow bring a werebear into the thing, and then have my character get werebear lycanthropy. It would work out.
Rings bell. DM, can I have a buff, please?
I don't know what that British man is doing. He might be asleep right now. But that would be dope.
Your guys' campaign sounds very interesting. DM seems like he's a madman of implementation of his
Yeah,
material.
he really likes his fucking homebrewed characters. I'll give you that much. Enemies, like boss characters. I mean, granted, we are a level 11. So we're level 11. Man, we're trying to like pass like DC checks of like 25 plus. It's just like
That's rough.
it is. But I don't know. I'm a freaking paladin, and I've been able to just tank a lot of things. Granted, everything that he's been sending lately, because I'm an ASMR, I'm resistant to necrotic, and he's been having a lot of enemies that are necrotic, and he doesn't have them fight me anymore. And I'm like, come on, man, you can't. I'm the front man. You can't keep running away from me, coward.
No, instead he'll just make the fucking fiend chest burster out of the tiefling stomach who was shit talking him.
Yeah, well, you did shit talk, but I will say it is a good strategy to pick on the, I wouldn't say weaker, but the less HP'd characters, because well then that's one less person.
See, now you gotta like invest in like feats that let you like taunt and be like, "Come fight me, pussy."
Yeah, that's. I mean, I do have those. I mean, I have Sentinel and I have everything, but he's been using abilities that essentially teleports him, so I can't technically stop him. Yeah, well, yeah, I know. That's why I said he really loves his homebrew characters, and I was like, man, he's pulling out tricks where I can't literally stop him because it's well, he's casting a spell, and it's just like, well, god damn it. But I will say a lot of our group's pretty hardy. We have a like a pseudo spellcaster, but it's an alchemist. But we don't have like a straight up like wizard or sorcerer. God forbid if we did, because with how DMs like attacks are and everything, if we had someone that squishy, oh my god, they'd be pudding, be putty. But no, our campaign's been fun. We're coming up on a year now of running it, which surprised a
Mhm.
lot. Which surprised a lot of us.
I'm surprised Morgana has lived this long, even though, God, she has dropped in health so bad. You've actually died. Dea
I know.
has died twice and come back.
Well, she hasn't died. She's gone unconscious, and then she does her little
You've
thing.
died.
I am the
You
only one who has
died.
died. Yeah,
It-
I'm the only one who has died.
It has been really funny to like listen in, like occasionally from the sidelines of you guys, and Lauren going from like, I'm just a squishy little rogue, and I gotta play careful, to like, I am a monster of death, and I will kill everything.
Yeah,
She does have a weapon.
I am a squishy little rogue, but I will also bring death and damnation.
Yeah, because she has her crossbow, that can do wicked damage. She has her daggers that can do wicked damage. And
I
then of
have
course her being a
8
rogue.
daggers.
Yeah, and then of course her being a rogue, access to the bonus action disengage, uncanny dodge, all other stuff. But
Dude,
your AC's 18 or 20 now?
it's 19 now.
It's 19. Okay, because I knew you got an armor upgrade. So
Yeah, I got a +3 to my AC.
her AC is up there. Her health is still, a rogue. But it still stinks when
It's like 52 now.
yeah. I think you
The
Yeah, but
bard has 69.
yeah, I
The
think
you
bard
make
is
up
healthier than me.
yeah, I
you
think
make
you
up
are
for
the
it by
lowest.
just being busted, because rogues be roguing.
She still is the one who has done the highest damage in one turn, which was about
248 damage against a Hydra. I took out 4 of 5 heads, and the last head had 4 HP.
she literally had like the freaking
I almost one-shot a Hydra from
uh
full health.
if you guys ever watched Guardians of the Galaxy, is pretty much she had like the freaking arrow that Yondu uses, and she just hit all the heads.
I think we were like what, level 6 when that happened?
Yeah, because that was when we went to Stormwake, not Stormwake, Stone.
Yeah,
Oh my, yeah,
Stone
that
Wave.
was yeah. And then we went into the arena and we did that, which totally broke the system because we all became super stupid rich. Well, two characters got stupid rich. You and the kobolds, due to gambling, and DM putting out the craziest gambling odds I've ever seen in any gambling area. But oh my god, what was it? We went our first thing was like these scorpions that like died after
They
like
got
one
to
full round.
move.
Yeah, they got to move. They didn't even get to attack. They
That
got
was
to
all they got to
move.
do.
They got to move closer to us, and they were devastated.
Yeah.
Then the second fight was against the Hydra, which then again it
Because
got
we
to
skipped round 2 and 3 and went immediately to round 4 because our DM was like, yeah, you're just gonna fucking wipe all of these people. You're just gonna go against the Hydra now.
and then fought the
And then the
Hydra.
Hydra moved. I shot it because I have a funny thing where I can go first and I get stupid bonus damage during first round of combat. and I just fucking damn near murked it. And then it was like, what, 2 turns and then it was dead? Because
Yeah.
DM rolled really, really bad of trying to regenerate the heads and only rolled like what, a 1?
Yeah, he was rolling low ones, so we were to finish that. That after that match, it got us really, really rich. And then my character gets called out by the arena champion, which is essentially DM's wife's character. She's another paladin. She's 2 levels higher than me. She has a homebrewed greatsword weapon. I essentially got knocked out in 2 turns because it's just like, yeah, there was no winning that. None of my attacks could even go through. And I
My
was like,
crossbow's also homebrewed.
a lot of our stuff is homebrewed. My prosthetic arm is homebrewed.
I think Daya's claw attack is also homebrewed.
Yeah, everything.
And then
Everything's homebrewed.
and then DM also homebrewed for a shield attack for Davin.
From what I understand of DM, though, his homebrew is like well thought out.
They are. And God, are they a fucking struggle. Because the thing is like most of our encounters, we haven't really fought just regular enemies. All of our
Oh my god!
all of our fucking encounters have basically been boss encounters.
Holy
every
shit! Oh my
single
god, you're
time.
so right. We've been doing this campaign for a year. We have not. I'm not kidding, guys. We have.
I am a
not
rogue that
once-
has not stolen shit since the start of this campaign.
We haven't. We
Because I
haven't
haven't had the
fought against
opportunity.
combat. We haven't even fought common bandits. Everything has been mob like lycanthrope creatures with like super buffed out dudes, boss encounters. Every one of our encounters has been a Dark Souls boss, essentially. But we're not doing any of the trash. And
There's a reason we've been getting fucked up. There's a reason our bard got skinned and choked by your own skin suit.
Me who's still sitting there. The past 2 encounters I've ended it with full health still, and I'm like, come on, man.
I shit talked the demon into leaving.
You persuaded the demon into leaving, but yes.
I did. Hey, I didn't put these points into persuasion for nothing.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've been able to be a rogue that has persuaded out of something.
No, usually they deceive.
That was my first persuasion roll, actually, of the campaign, I think.
Dude, Kevin in there in chat, my kid was homebrewed. Yeah, bud? Yeah.
Shut up, Kev.
It's got a point.
He put some ellipses after that, too.
That's
Yeah,
why
oh yeah. He's, I mean, point out the lie.
he's not wrong.
But no, the campaign's been fun. But yeah, I mean, at this point now that we're like a year into play, we're a level 11. Now I truly don't expect us to fight regular levels, because that's the thing you
way
do.
too strong.
Yeah, because that's what you usually do at level 1, 2, 3, possibly 4, and you start getting like higher encounters. But now, I mean, if we go up against a group of bandits, I mean, we'll look at them. I mean, it'll literally be the freaking the Watchmen like do it, and Dr. Manhattan just looks at the damage turn into goo. Like they would just be done. But no, campaign's been fun. We're looking forward to kind of where that will go. You have a kind of idea of where we're going next.
We've had a fair amount of nat 20s in our game. I don't know how many. I will say the funniest nat 1 we had was mine. And the best outcome I could have gotten.
I think out of our player group, the one who's had the most nat 20s would have been our alchemist, which is a group of kobolds.
Oh yeah, no, he's had so many.
He's been very, very lucky. Right? Yeah,
Mhm.
that's Dinz's characters. They originally started off as the 3 kobolds under a trench coat. To later being turned out as just 3 kobolds. They've rolled the most. Our DM gets very unlucky. I feel like
not this encounter. That last session, he was fucking bawling. I was suffering.
Yeah, he finally got some welcomed roles, but like we've gone multiple encounters in a row where he's just rolls way too low, natural ones. Granted, um, a lot of our characters have debuffs. Like we have a bard in our group. She knows silvery barbs. Me as a paladin now slash sorcerer, I too also have access to silvery barbs. So
Our
we have a lot
alchemist is
of
also a warlock now too.
yeah, and we have our warlock slash alchemist. I also now know the spell counter. It's been yeah, things are interesting now that a lot of us are starting to multi-class. Granted, the alchemist becoming a warlock, he did not multi-class into that. He was forced into it, kind of how through story. He was threatened into getting a patron because if he didn't,
By the patron.
he would have gone insane. So it's just like okay.
Gotcha.
Truly was like he was given a choice, but like by the end of it, like you could realize there was no choice. It's either you say yes and you accept, or this god is literally gonna be like, all right, well, I'm about to turn you insane. So tough titties, my dude. But yeah, that's been kind of our D&D stuff. Can you guys sum up the whole level system? I remember hearing somewhere that level 13 is usually the cap and level 20 is overkill. Yes, for D&D specifically, because I'm not familiar with the other editions, level 13 to I would say level 14, try to end your campaign there.
I would say like most DMs end at like 10 or 11.
Yeah, that's usually the good spot. Being a DM when your players are all level 20, good luck as a DM ever balancing any of your encounters because your players are going to be, I kid you not,
They're walking gods.
they are
Well,
quite literally gods. Oh, by the way,
We
we
still have
have
so much shit to do. We
it's
still have 3 kingdoms to go to for investigation. We still have to deal with the Oath Keeper. Like, oh my
which
god.
by the way, oh yeah, by real quick,
Oh, sorry.
our big bad evil guy is literally
Ultron.
Ultron from Iron
Yeah.
well,
Man. I'm not kidding.
balancing is one thing, but I would say like the bigger issue with high level campaigns and the reason that like most people end them is that the game the thing with D&D is because progression in D&D for both enemies and the players is lateral. It is the higher you get in level, the longer every single encounter is going to take. And it just becomes a miserable slog for everyone involved. Everyone takes an hour for one turn to pass, because everyone has a bunch of moves they can do. They got to read off all their ability triggers. They have all kinds of complicated spells. The monsters have a shit billion health, so it just one
We
combat
already
counter
kinda
turns
have
into like a
that.
two
Yeah,
session like long.
We already kind of have
yeah,
that.
I
I
will
think our turns
say
like take what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
especially with
sometimes.
especially with the last encounter we did with us all now being level 11. And sure we have like 2 new players, but again we've been playing for about a year now. Our turns roughly will take about 20 minutes each.
Because we do have like
We have some spells,
insane shit.
abilities, triggers. So it
Especially with
becomes one
me, I'm
Dragon Ball
actually
episode. Yeah.
yeah, I actually am starting to use some more of like my special abilities. Like most of my shit, most of the campaign, I was forgetting to add some damage. Like there were times where I was looking at my shit, I could have added an extra 20 damage.
Oh Jesus. It truly I can see our sessions easily becoming Dragon Ball Z Frieza Saga. Planet of Namek was supposed to blow up in 7 minutes, but here's 13 episodes going through that. That's kind of what the encounters are going to be.
And we already
Like
have
for
like
good or
6 to
bad.
8 hour sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why at level 10 is like the sweet spot where it's like, hey, you can do a lot of cool stuff, but you're like you're cutting it off right before it gets too ridiculous in like turn lengths and everything.
Yeah. Which
It
DM
also
has
kind of helps that we do milestone level ups too, though.
Oh yeah, I think most people do these days.
no one does XP level ups anymore. It's
XP is like
A
so
flawed
like
system.
hard to track.
yeah,
The-
it's so bad.
It's hard to track because then you have to, you know, manage a bunch of minute like
Yeah.
hoo-ha. And not only that, then you have XP like disparities between players.
Yeah, and then there's
Promotes
sessions.
Murder
Yeah,
Yeah,
because sessions become farming XP. Like, oh, we're so close. It's like, well, we got nothing to do right now. It's like, well, we could kill some fuckers, and it's just like, well, that's not fun.
Whereas instead we have RP like times with our downtimes and shit like that, where
Yeah.
we have me who lost part of my memories in the entirety of Thieves' Cant as a rogue.
Yeah, she got
wild.
kind of fucked over. We went to the
I got
Feywild.
fucked over in the Feywild so bad.
I will give it this, though our combat sessions are kind of all over the place, just because of the overpowerness and us getting higher levels. Most of our sessions are like strictly RP. I mean, like majority. I mean, there was a time where I think we had 3 sessions back to back where there was like no combat encounters. Um, it was strictly just talking and story. But our DM has said very early on that this campaign can easily get to level 20. And I'm expecting that with
Hey, King Boss.
so it's we'll probably be level 20, and then I'm truly gonna be like, all right, as an also someone who has DM'd, I will give the best of luck to DM to be like, man, good luck balancing these encounters, man, because I know he homes for a lot of stuff, but it's like, dog, you're going up against 6 gods now, like.
It's gonna be really fun to see, especially since like we did almost end our campaign early.
Yeah, we could have killed
We
the actual
almost
living form of
killed
the big bad evil guy.
Yeah, we were so close. We were so close to ending our campaign just totally early. And one of the kobolds, so like I said, I had a really funny Nat 1 experience. So our big bad is a chronomancer.
That's great, Wada.
Okay.
So timey-wimey stuff.
So during the start of our campaign, where how all of our party got together, we didn't have your usual, you're in a tavern thing. No,
We met at a wedding.
I broke into a wedding to steal shit from
Whoops.
royalty
There goes
as
the-
my idea to like, okay, I'm gonna try to do a big job for myself. I'm gonna break into a castle.
Gotta get that
Man,
back.
my ass broke in at the wrong goddamn time because I did get a fair amount of money. This is also the last time Morgana has stolen something.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie. Yusuf and I were just talking about that earlier. Not like anything bad, but we're like, you know, we haven't really seen our rogue like
I have a
steal anything or
plus
even like attempt to steal anything.
17 to sleight of hand.
They got put on a different life path.
Dude, I just chalk it up to because like Yusuf's and I's character are like, because we're dating in real life, our characters are kind of doing a thing, and like she'll bring up moves like, well, you never like bring in like the RP as much for like porting her character as like much as I should. And I was like, it's like, well, we get like our adventures kind of throw us around a lot. It's kind of hard to find time. So it's just like looking into that, it's just like, man, yeah, our rogue really hasn't stolen, but it's because like we're visiting towns she wouldn't really steal from. At least,
I'm not
you
going to
know,
steal from the Feywild. I'm not going to steal
yeah, we don't
from
want to.
Redwood, which is supposed to be a safe haven. I'm not going to steal from the kingdoms we're trying to fucking save because we're trying to get them on our side against the big bad. Morgana's not that fucking stupid.
But you should totally steal from the gnomes when you go to them. There's sky gnomes, by the way, but you should go steal them. Steal from them. I don't care how much money we have. Fuck it.
I have 114,000 gold.
Yeah, we all have way too much gold. It truly is like, man, what is it?
Why do you think I'm just like, here, just let me pay?
That's why I gave
I
freaking
don't give a fuck.
2,000 gold to Nella, because I was just like, here you go.
That's why I was gonna try to pay Lucian, and the DM's just like, no. I was like,
Well, that's why I was happy with DM when he rogues don't have to be thieves. I mean, yeah, you to Shooty out in the chat. I was like, yeah, rogues don't have to be thieves, but like how she's playing her character, she's literally part of a thieves guild.
yeah, I am part of a thieves guild with thieves camp. I grew up with goblins.
She's a tiefling, by the way. But yeah,
Yeah.
she grew up with some gobos.
I ran off as a tiefling as a kid, and I grew up the rest of the time in a goblin thieves guild and did jobs. She was taught, don't be stupid. Don't be a dumb thief. Like, her entire backstory surrounds being a thief. There's a reason why my sleight of hand is so high. I have a thing that if I roll under a 10, unless I get a 1, my roll is always a 10. My sleight of hand, no matter what, is a minimum of a 27.
Yeah.
Unless I roll a 1.
Don't do anything stupid. Look at you, our journeying group. Oh, by the way, because we met at a wedding and 2 people freaking broke into it, the name of our group is called Wedding Crashers, by the way.
Yeah.
It had to be so that arena that we mentioned earlier, that's where it was solidified.
Narrative.
Yeah, and narrative came up with it, which was one of Face's old characters, but then his character story-wise left the party, and then we got a new one. We lost a scout, very
Ranger.
caring Owlin character, and now we gained a drunk drow. So
Who has knocked out a
kid,
store clerk
which was a kid.
while I was doing stealth stuff to save a royal member. I had invisibility on. Like, dude had no reason to knock out the store clerk other than he wanted to.
Yeah. So who's Vince Vaughn? Our drunk drow. Who is dating my character's sister, one of my sisters.
Twin sister,
Yeah, my twin sister.
who is a paladin fighter.
Yeah, she's dope. I made her myself. But yeah, our campaign, man, our campaign's gonna be something. Look forward to it. I'm sure we'll definitely have more tales of just being like, yeah, we did some fuck shit. Or fuck shit's always happening. Or nothing will happen.
Really?
Sorry if Iggy and I kind of took over.
It's whatever. I know I'm finally excited to actually get to be on the player side of things for once.
Oh yeah, no,
Be relegated to forever DM. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love DMing. It's
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Teehee. I feel like Jake would be a good DM.
Oh, he's been from
I think he'd be a good player too.
In our demo.
Look, all I can say is that I know he's not gonna fudge any numbers. So when the inevitable double crit that insta kills my character comes out, I'm getting up from the table.
I am. Okay, so
he's speaking from experience, by the way.
Correct.
Yeah. Did you punch the wall?
Oh, I got chopped in half.
Yeah, he got decapitated by some demo run that we did.
Well, I was gonna say if Humo, when he got up from the desk, if he got it from his computer, if he punched the.
No, I would go splash my face with cold water to settle the simmering rage.
It starts steaming off of you.
Yeah, I barely survived that demo dungeon.
Out of curiosity, do a lot of y'all do voices, or do you kind of just play it, as whatever?
I don't know. What do you think, Iron? Do I do a voice?
Yeah. Humo likes to
I don't
be
know.
a character.
I don't know. Do I do voices?
I try to do voices. Sometimes especially when you're the GM, like me, and I have to juggle a bunch of different characters. Sometimes the voices get lost, but I try to do
writing them
voice
down. Writing them down helps if you can. Like the pitch, the tone. That like you would name whatever NPC, and you'd be like, you had a like a high nerd voice. And
Oh,
you'd be like,
it's
okay,
it's
cool.
not even that. It's that you just got done voicing one character, and then you are jumping to another character, and sometimes you accidentally bleed into the other.
Trust me,
Yeah,
I know that. I fucking read stories.
Yeah. Aaron, have you do you have scenarios where you're just having two NPCs talking to each other and you're bouncing between the voices, not really
Uh,
talking to the players anymore, or do you try to avoid that?
so it's something that does happen every now and then, but not a lot. But yes, it fucking sucks. It's so awkward to have a conversation with yourself as a
No,
DM, but
yeah, I get it. Not to throw our DM under the bus because he finally has started getting better. He's really starting to do different voices now, but for the good majority, um, DM would just do his voice. So, oh
I'm
my god,
trying to
we
do
used
like
to
cowboy accent. It's sounding Irish.
um we we did some memes about it. There's I think it was like a YouTube video or something. But so whenever he had those moments where it was a character, his NPC talking to another NPC, it's literally just his voice. There's this video we found of it was from Lord of the Rings, and it's like all the orcs. It's from I believe like the second movie. It's all these orcs talking to each other, and it's just all the same voice, and they're like, "Yeah, yeah, we're going to attack," but then like doing different points of views. And it's just like so we would throw it at DM, and he's just like, "Yeah, yeah, fuck you guys, I can't do voices." So it was rough in the early parts to actually kind of keep track on who was talking because we'd be like
I think
like who's the NPC that we're talking to right now, and it's just like, oh, it's this person. It's like, okay, cool.
I think a part of
Man,
it comes with
this
like
ain't
you
even
have
all of them, man.
like you kind of got to get like comfortable with like sounding stupid,
Yeah. Oh God. Oh,
you know,
100%.
because you know being a masculine manly man, I don't do women voices very well, but everyone will know what I'm doing when I'm like, oh, he's dearie, or some stupid shit like that.
There is a GM or a DM, I guess in this case, since he mostly runs Dungeons and Dragons,
Hmm.
who goes by the name of Brendan Lee Mulligan. I'm sure.
Yep. I'm aware of him.
I'm sure people have heard of him, but he gave some fantastic advice for doing women's voices, and it's to not, oh, hello, do the fucking like, fuck,
Mhm.
unless it's like a really specific type of character. He just doesn't bother doing that. He just speaks in his own voice for women characters because, you know,
From what I remember
Hey,
from
to
like
each
whenever
their
I've
own.
watched, yeah, from what I've watched his videos, like when he does DM, he'll do like his regular voice, but almost like softer, and then that itself almost portrays it as like feminine.
right?
Um,
I
You don't
and
didn't
have
try to make too much fun of
yeah,
DM because of the same voices, because as Iron, Iggy, and obviously DM know, I don't do voices for my characters.
Mm.
Just because it's hard for me to do different voices, so I can kind of understand him like having a hard time trying to do it, you know?
I think I more lean into inflections and like mannerisms of talk rather than like
vocal
if I'm
pitch.
playing like an exaggerated like, "Oi, boss, I'm a big fucking orc man," do something like that.
I'm a
But
big fucking trud.
but a lot of my characters just use my voice or a mannerism of my voice.
Yeah, my character's got like a lower like southern type
You guys,
draw that
you
I
guys
gave
have
him.
seen my fucking Rolodex of voices at this point.
Hmm.
Where
Fang
can
and
I
we, where,
mean, you
where,
Fenrir.
yeah,
also
where can we find those?
Don't do this to me.
No, now, not on my anniversary. Don't do this to me.
You can't crucify me like this.
I'm sorry.
Go back into the VODs over a year ago and you'll find
I mean,
some.
Oh, dude, I've
I
thought
know
about
we've
like
only
really
played
going
like a
back and
couple
checking out some of
games,
your stuff.
Hemo, but you do tend to like take on characters that have like an accent.
Well, because
Accents are fun.
accents are an easy way to do different voices.
Mm-hmm.
It's extremely
It's-
easy. Like when I do Mikhail, I just have to kind of talk like this, and then everything works out. I don't have to really think about it too much because I just focused on the accent, and everything else work out.
Then I feel like then you just go into it more and more, and then you're just really having fun with it.
Whereas if
Even
I
just
have to
hearing
like
that,
do
just like,
English
yeah.
in different, like, dude, I only got like 3 female voices. I'm fucked otherwise.
I only wish to hear Humo's beautiful Finnish once
You mean
again.
me
You know,
butcher
someone-
a beautiful language just like I did with Spanish? Yeah, I'm sure everybody
Yeah.
misses that shit.
I can promise you don't have to call Finnish beautiful, because even if Yusa was here, she'd agree with you. It's not. It's a language. But I would be curious to hear you try it again as someone who has
God.
learned a little bit Finnish more.
Yeah.
Well,
after a year has gone by.
whenever devlog's fully wrapped up, sure.
Is there a Finnish character in that?
I'm pretty sure, right? Isn't it the
Yes, Abigail.
Yeah, I was gonna say Abby.
Abigail?
She's either Finnish or like Dutch.
Well, those are.
She's some kind of
names, but I
language
get
that
it.
makes my skin crawl every time I see it pop up because I'm like, all right, here we go.
That's a bunch of runic symbols, which I get. Well, I guess that would be Russian. But yeah.
I'd rather get
Um,
possessed and start speaking in fucking tongues than have to do other languages because
Like
that shit
Finnish,
just
Swedish,
really
or
accentuates how white man I am.
White. That was the funny though. Yeah, butchering
but-
languages can be fun if you just take it on the chin. You're
Look,
like, well, here
And
we go.
hey, if your friend group is cool with you being a little silly and everybody understands that, you're not trying to be offensive, lean into the stupid voice.
Hit him with the hurrah!
Yeah.
And you hit him in the Chinatown.
What do you do with that character?
Yeah.
It's just how I'm playing.
Now, me
Okay.
personally, I tend to just avoid that because it's not my thing.
Just keep it simple.
I will either just tell you he is speaking in Cantonese and you don't understand him, or if he speaks English, I'm just gonna talk at you like an Englishman.
That's one thing you've had with the red that we're doing. There's really not much dialogue because I can't speak that language. I'm just shooting you.
Yeah.
All right.
And
All
I'm
right,
like,
Iron.
until you are talking to the English speakers, I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna tell you their inflection of this is what they're yelling at you. You don't understand it, but you know they're angry or
They
something.
sound angry and they're gesturing at you with cleavers.
Yeah.
So Kevin put in chat. So funny thing, another dev log, and then Wado with another dev has hit the log. So is there like another type of devlog story being?
I saw there were like some pings in the
planted?
server, but I didn't really.
I know that
look
they
into it.
dropped their like body pillows.
That did happen.
That did happen. I looked at it and I go, tempting. But then I was like, I already have one. And it's Fang. Why would I need anyone else?
I don't know. That's cool and all, and I'm interested in the characters, but I haven't sunk my teeth into the whole story yet, so I'm not that invested.
Yeah. I still haven't played the Ashfall demo, but then I heard that Kamenon's gonna put out like a bigger demo to show off more characters. And I was just like,
Awesome.
well, then I
It's a
feel like I'd rather
teaser.
just wait for that one then.
I'm okay. Look, again, I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, but I am kind of like burnt out on like these demos and sitting on my ass for 3 years. I'm just gonna wait till it's out.
See,
mean,
I'm of the
yeah.
mindset that if there's a project that sounds interesting and they want me to like cover it on the channel, like to play the demo, by all means. But
Oh yeah.
in devlog situation, it's like, dude, I can't just like sit here and be drip fed. It's gonna
Yeah.
annoy me as like a creator that like I'm like, okay, there we go. I'll see you guys in 3 months. It's like,
Because
oh.
I came into Snoot Game well after I've already played Wani, but I didn't find out about Wani until it came out. But I think there was a demo for that. But then I believe there was a demo also for Snoot Game, correct?
I'm not sure.
I said I don't know if anyone in chat was also like early Snoot Game fan when Kamenon was making that one. But like I get where you guys are coming from, because I was like, because you see seeing all these demos, and I
Yeah.
was like, man, these generally look cool. But I don't want
That
to.
is,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't want. I
That's
don't
not
want
to
to
say
taste.
that I'm not excited for any of these games to come
We
out
just
or
want the full
anything.
game.
I just, and I'm not trying to, say that they're bad or whatever. I am excited for most of them. I kind of would wish that some of them, and I know you got to build your buzz and all that, but
Mm-hmm.
I would like if the game was out
It's
rather
kind of
than
like a
here's a
situation.
demo and then 2 years down the road maybe we'll get another.
It's kind of like a situation where like you remember when like what is it Elder Scrolls 6 got announced and it's like, oh, it's 3 years out. Okay, well why the fuck do I care? I could be dead by then.
By the
Cool.
way, I want to look at the time. But when I'm looking that up, so that was one of the things. So with like Snoot Game Encore, and their demo was like, still voiced and pretty like well done. Even I was just like, I think I might skip on this because like I want to play the game. I want to play the full thing.
The demo was
Elders-
good for just showing off what the intention was going to be, and to get everybody drooling over Sage.
Yeah. So if I told you without looking up, just real quick answer, taking a guess,
Okay.
when do you think Elder Scrolls 6 was announced?
2021.
Okay.
Because that's like
That
announced
feels
like
right.
pre-COVID, right?
Dude, I'm gonna be
So, like,
so real. I can't
2020?
even remember what was pre and post COVID at this point.
It was all just kind of a blur.
Elder Scrolls 6 was announced June 10th, 2018. Almost. Almost 10 years ago.
Yep, here we are 8 years later. It's still, do they even have a release date on that
That
shit?
was a month
No,
before I
no.
left for school.
We haven't seen anything other than that title screen in mountains they played at the E3 conference. Yeah, COVID
Dude.
is March 2020. That one I remember because that's when I got Melon. He was a COVID animal.
Man,
So okay, I
here's the
will
fucking thing.
also say this. Like, if you have like a social media for like your upcoming game, that's cool. Don't make an announcement until you got something to show.
A lot of people have been mentioning that, especially since the Elder Scrolls thing, so long ago. Because I mean, with Humo, I was mentioning this earlier before we even started the stream. Like I was going through my Steam wish list and I was like, I have games that were announced by companies years ago that you can wish list, but they have nothing. They have no quarter that they are going to be like coming out, nothing. And it's just like, then why'd we even mention this? Because it's just like, oh, well, yeah, to build hype, but it's just like, I'll forget. There are times where I do actually forget that that Elder Scrolls 6 is even a thing. Because again, like there's all these games coming out. It's like, well, why would I give a shit about Elder Scrolls 6 when I can just go play Crimson Desert? Like, why would I care at all?
People think that like brand name means anything, and for like majority of brands it means fuck and all. There's only a couple of like companies or brands that I sit there and I'm like, okay, I trust you to do something well, like
But Bethesda's
Toby Fox with
brand-
Deltarune, or FromSoft with most of their entries. Duskblood's a trip in the overall scheme, but whatever, most of their other shit slaps.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering.
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
wondering
remember
if,
Elder Scrolls Blades. I played that on launch on my phone.
Devolver Digital is one of those, like, I guess I would call them like a AA studio where like the worst game that they put out is still like an interesting 6.
There's something there.
Yeah.
because I will say, since Bethesda announced Elder Scrolls 6, their where you're saying like brand recognition has fallen since, because in that time Starfield came out, and
That game was just boring.
I mean that's a game that's a $60-$70 game,
It's just bloated with bullshit.
which is so funny because like
It's
as
not
I
to say
mentioned,
that there's like no enjoyment to have, but I reached a certain point where after I got past like a certain quest line, I was like, I don't care about like any of this other hoopla.
Yeah. Um, to someone for J Paulus, okay, I'll be on your side for like indie devs when they post a demo and there's some time. When I mentioned earlier when I had some Steam games that were announced, a lot of those were AAA. Like they were games like
Right.
Microsoft announced.
So
And
that
there's
is
like
another
like
thing.
nothing. But
I
yes,
will
if an indie dev does it, yes, of course, give me your publicity, because you're a small baby team. There's a higher chance I will actually be more excited when I see when that game finally comes out than
right.
when fucking a AAA game comes out,
Well,
because
yeah, I mean,
that's
I
the
think
market now.
that's another thing to keep in mind is that like I will definitely give a lot more leeway and understanding of, hey, we are we're a small development team and we need funding, so we got to build hype and whatnot. And again, I am also understanding of fan projects or stuff, and I can
Mhm.
give them a lot of leeway. And I'm not even trying to say what they're doing is wrong. It's just I wish.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
now, fuck AAA suits. Yeah, 100%. God, oh
you
god,
know,
yeah.
it
Um,
would and it's not that they're doing anything wrong or that they shouldn't put out like demos to get interest. It's just that like when I play a demo and then I sit on it and then you know and then it's just playing the wait game and then repeat ad nauseum for insert fan game. It's like, man, I kind of wish one of these were just out.
I will give this for my one defense for AAA games, but that's just because it's Capcom and I really love Capcom. They're like, I know Monster Hunter Wilds is rough, but they're like the one AAA company that like has like almost my full loyalty. So when they put out a demo, I'm actually kind of happy, especially on PC, because I get to see how well it kind of will like run. Because they have a game that's coming out here this month. It's called Pragmata. I tried out the demo for that, and I was like, wow, this actually kind of fucking slaps. I'm actually excited for this. They're the ones who I'm actually happy when I get a demo. Same thing when they did for like the Resident Evils, but they didn't do it for Requiem,
Well,
I don't believe.
I think there's also something to be said about putting out like demos or betas so that you can get
Benchmark.
feedback and yeah.
Yeah, it's a benchmark test. Which that's what Pragmat. Well, one, I wanted to see what it was like, how it felt like, but it was also to see how well it ran on my PC, and it ran pretty fine.
Or to also be like, hey, get a taste of our game so that you know what you're in for,
Mm-hmm.
without committing.
So with those cases, I will give it. But yeah, for other ones, um, I mean, for like the other ones, I mean, like Bethesda's never gonna give us a demo. They're just gonna give us a stupid trailer, and then here we go, almost 10 years later, still nothing. Um, oh my god, I'm trying to think about it. I think Capcom's the only AAA that really gives out demos for some of their games to be like, here you guys go.
There's
Indie
a
devs will do
few.
that, but yeah, but I'm just like, granted, okay, I can't say if EA does, because I'm not gonna lie. I think the last EA game I did buy was the Dead Space remake. I don't think I've bought a game from that company in years, mostly because fuck them. But
Yeah, he is a pretty unfortunate, very shit company these days that owns some cool IPs that they'll never do anything good with.
I'm working on the demo for our game as quickly as possible so we can try to have it out by June. I get the waiting fatigue though. Yeah, it's just, I think it
Again,
just is what it is.
don't let my some jackass complain, be like, man, I wish the full thing was out. Make your demo, get people excited. That's all good
Mhm.
and well. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think the fatigue is also just that as gamers, we
We
want
want
those good
instant
games.
gratification. And again,
Well, yeah, there's
I
that
am
too.
completely admitting that this is just I just want the full thing because, again, wait fatigue does suck.
I think it's just we want good games, and then when we see these demos that are really nice, because again, not just all AAA games, but there's some indie games out there that suck ass too. But the AAA ones will get the biggest hype, advertisements, and it's just like, I mean,
Yeah.
the only AAA game that's come out so far, I would say, really that got me kind of like happy was Resident Evil Requiem.
Well,
Um,
I think the like weight pain. I don't necessarily want to call it fatigue, but it's like you definitely feel it for like more like narrative, like the end type games. You're like,
yeah.
oh man, that story that I played for the demo is really cool, and I'm hooked. And then you're sitting there with a smile on your face, twiddling your thumbs and waiting for some major updates. And it's like, I get it; these things take time, but you're sitting
Brother,
there like, oh man.
that's everyone who saw the credits roll on Half-Life Episode 2.
So
I
here's
can't
the
wait
yeah.
to
thing.
see Episode 3. There is no
I
episode
think
3.
that I think fatigue is a good term for it because it's not there's nothing inherently wrong with the demo, right? It's just
Yeah.
that we're surrounded by a sea of demos. If it wasn't if there was projects that had reached conclusion and like provided bridges between those demos, then it wouldn't feel as tiring. But when you hear, oh, another demo, oh, it's gonna be about 2 years before we get the full product.
Yeah.
It's again nothing intrinsically wrong with the demo, but from the perspective of the consumer, it's like, okay, another one to add to the pile. Okay, that's fine.
Battlefield 6 made me happy on launch,
Yeah.
but now not so much. I have not checked in on Battlefield 6 since it came out.
I know that it wasn't bad by any demographic.
Yeah.
But I know like interest for it kind of just petered out.
I know it's not a high bar to beat anymore, but I know it beat the shit out of Black Ops 7 because that was a fucking travesty of
I
a
also
first-person
wasn't able
shooter.
to play Battlefield 6 because of their like weird like TPM like boot setup like
So-
requirement.
I think
Yeah.
maybe I'm off base with this. I think games like that have run their course.
First-person shooter military games like that?
Not just the genre, but like that type of game where the expectation is you just keep coming back and playing the same thing over and over again with variation.
Oh, they have.
I
mean,
I think the reason for that is explicitly because the people who grew up with that have jobs now and can't dedicate as much time, which allows people who do have time and can sweat their dicks off to get unbelievably good at it, which drives people out from playing. And then you don't get a new influx of people because
it stagnates.
not
Well, it
just
doesn't
that,
stagnate, it
it's the
dwindles.
fact that like attention spans are completely fried nowadays because of all of social media and like TikTok, Reels, all that shit. Why would
Well,
I
I also
dedicate
think,
to a 10-minute game when I can just go do something for 3 minutes and have fucking my dopamine button there and just mash that shit?
Well, I think in Battlefield's case, barrier to entry is also something to consider. You have a lot of these live service games that are still around, and barrier to entry is free.
Yeah.
Because they make all their money through cosmetics, which that's a whole other conversation in itself.
You don't
But
want to get into that
in
conversation
Battlefield's
with me right
case,
now.
in Battlefield's case, it is I think $60 or $70 to get in.
It truly is you have to have a job essentially to get it, or your parents, are cool. But I'm with on Humo's side of that. The people who grew up with it, like I was there. I was there in high school when Call of Duty 4 came out. Our first Modern Warfare that really challenged, brought Call of Duty, I would say, to where it's at, and then with all the Black Ops, and I followed it, but like kind of around the time when Black Ops 4 and Cold War came out, that's when I was just like, I don't really care for these games anymore.
I think I fell
And it was
off
just
at
like-
like 3.
Yeah, well, three was three kind of bummed me
Well-
out, and then 4 we just played for the multiplayer because there was no single player at that time, and then 5 was Cold War, but like after Cold War, game was fine, but I wasn't having that much enjoyment anymore because I just didn't have the time to really bust out a whole bunch of multiplayer games like I used to, because again, I was getting older. I had a job. I had other games I wanted to do. I had other responsibilities. Um, and then for the younger generation, that's why when when Battlefield 6 was coming out, the Call of Duty players who were a little bit younger were like, oh, momentum, it's got to be fast, it's got to be this, it's got to be blah blah blah. But Battlefield's never been that. It's
Everything
always
has to be objectively worse Titanfall.
yeah, God. And then these Call of Duty fanboys were just being like, "Oh, you guys are just old. You're moving out. Your game has to adapt." And it's just like, no, it doesn't. And I was so happy when Battlefield 6 did their open beta, or is it open or closed? But they did a beta. And then later the dev said, "Hey, we lowered, how fast you run, how fast you move." They dropped the momentum thing, and all the Call of Duty players were like, "Oh, your game's ruined now." And it's just like, this game was never meant to be that. Period. And
Here's the
I'm
thing.
sorry, and it's
I don't think we got to worry about getting the Call of Duty demographic. They are quarantined to the Call of
They
Duty
are the
vibes.
same demographic that plays fucking sports games. All right, I'm just gonna be real.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
buy
I
your
mean,
fucking
they are.
slop every year. You play, you quote unquote play it, and you're just. All right, I don't want to get into that.
I do get what you're saying, and you are 100% right that the Call of Duty main players, they are the ones who will buy every yearly FIFA, every yearly Madden, every year 2K NBA, which is quite literally,
So
which was proven back in a couple bit ago with Angry Joe videos, were literally copy paste assets, just new year, and it's
look,
just
Call of
this
Duty,
is dog shit.
Call of Duty's demographic is racist teenagers and divorced dads.
Which is so funny because my stepdad, who is divorced, still plays Call of Duty. He says he loves. My brother told me that he loves Warzone, and I was like, "Well, good on him." He's enjoying himself, so she's like, "You know what? Fuck it." But
I also will say
man,
that Call of Duty is definitely a console person game, first and
Absolutely.
foremost.
oh yeah, he plays
Because
it on the PS5.
if if you're around the water cooler and you hear some of the fellas talking, it is the dad or divorced dad most likely who you know doesn't have a whole lot of money to spend on games. Call of Duty is the easy console game that you can get all your other console buddies to hop on, go a few rounds, and then go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. I've mentioned before that whenever a game has the word gotcha tied to it, that's immediately a malice for me. Another one is live service. I'm just so sick and tired of everything being a fucking live service, man. Just give me my fucking game and fuck off.
It's so hard to say with games like service if they're truly dying or still kind of holding on.
They subsist off of whales, and whales are always going to be able to fund that shit.
Well,
because I'll say this: whenever a new Games of a Live service has been coming out, they essentially die almost a year later.
Well,
The
it's
old
usually the
ones,
ones that die are derivative of other things, and then you have exceptions to the cause. Let's also not and to round back to the Battlefield thing again. I think Battlefield also had to compete with the likes of Arc Raiders, dropping around the same time, and it's no coincidence that when Arc Raiders did drop, a lot of these other live service games lost a lot of their player count around that
Cause
time.
go figure, you can't play fucking 4 live service games.
Yes, but it also helped that Arc Raiders is a very good game.
because I was saying, speaking of that, it was finally reported that Fortnite is actually finally losing traction. It
Good. Didn't they
is.
add fucking brain rot? Italian brain rot characters to the fucking game?
Probably.
Yeah.
Fort.
Warframe be the one live service that has my
Pong
back.
Sahur.
I mean, yeah, like live service isn't inherently a bad thing. It's just
It just
you know.
It just depends on the dev team behind it. Is how I see it.
To be fair, this
Like-
broke like today, so it's very possible this is just some fuck ass.
Because like with Destiny 2 or just Destiny, like yeah, at a time I really did enjoy it, and that was a games as a service.
Dude, I am going to be so real. Destiny had some of the most egregiously
Destiny
awful
fucking
like,
blew.
live service.
Destiny 2. I'll make a distinction.
Yeah, I will give it that. Destiny 1. This is why like I would kill for like a Destiny 1 to be bring on like all of its DLC, whatever they sold like the master collection for consoles, and they put that on Steam. I would play that and be happy.
You think they'd handle it with any grace?
No, not current
Well-
Bungie. Absolutely not. As long as they didn't touch it, like I said, if they just kept whatever the version that had all the DLCs and everything that they put on the console and put that on Steam, no changes, would have been fine. We know that's probably not going to happen, but whatever. Destiny 2, yeah, is live service done horrible, especially because even in the
Let's
beginning.
vault your content.
Yeah. Even in the beginning, when we still had all our paid content, let that be a reminder that it was all paid, even the base game. It had its troubles. But then when they said, haha, we're removing all that paid content, and hey, all you Destiny fans who were right there at Destiny 2 when it launched and spent $60, that game's free now. And it's just like, well, then can you give me my fucking money back?
Looks at fucking Overwatch.
Yeah. Destiny 2
Hey.
had 50k concurrent players at one point.
I know that you
not doing
you
good
know
right now.
paid $60 for the barrier entry for this game. No, you are not going to get immediate access to all future characters. Fuck you. It's a new game now. Miles.
It's a new game now.
No, you got it up to Ramatra, and then they said fuck you.
Yeah, this is also
Yeah.
true. Now I remember Schmoopy and I like a month and a half back, we did jump back into Overwatch again because it's when they dropped the 2 and they restarted the seasons. It was fun. We did enjoy our time.
Oh
it
yeah, and
is
then
still-
because everyone kept saying there is like literally no point in having the 2 since you didn't fucking add anything to the game.
The PvE that was promised to us 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
just dropped the 2 and it's Overwatch.
So
Fucking cornballs.
yeah. So granted, we haven't played it since, but for that time when we were playing it with the group of us, it was fun. Now, granted, that fun could have been because we're playing with a group of friends, and maybe not the gameplay, but it was nice.
Yeah, Overwatch is like drugs. It can be fun when you're microdosing. But then
Yeah,
if you
this is
play
true.
it for
We
any
don't-
longer than like a day, you're suddenly addicted and you look like a crack fiend.
Because
I
I
will not
think
spend any money on that game, but like under the right circumstances, yeah, I can be talking around.
Yeah, because I want to say when we were playing, I think we would do maybe like 7, depending on how they went, 6 to like 8 matches like a night. No, I know. I caught myself.
I felt the beat
I made
of
that. I made
sweat.
that gap purposely because I have a girlfriend who uses that saying a lot. So
did hear
I
about
never
that.
say the number, so I always skip it. I make the gap wider.
You know what was really cool about already having like a preload of like a shitload of skins from when I did play, and the fact that I only really play like 1 or 2 characters. I look at the battle pass that has a bunch of shit for people I don't give a shit about, and I go, awesome, I don't care, not spending money, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's just me with every battle pass.
Yeah. Currently, the one live service game that I am playing, and that actually is with Usul and one of our other friends, is The Division. I mean, you know what? Even with Division 1, they never removed content.
I thought about playing.
They never pulled a Destiny.
I thought about playing Division 2 since it was like 90% off, and I brought it up to Smoka, and he physically recoiled. And I said,
He was
okay,
not a fan.
I will not be playing that then.
He does not enjoy the gameplay, unfortunately. Which
I know that
it is.
My opinion holds from the Division since the first to now that it is the most like, yeah, okay, 5 out of 10.
For Division 1 or Division 2?
Both.
Yeah. The only reason I like brought it up for you, Soul, is because one of the days she's like, I like shooters, but I just want a game where I don't have to care about the story. I can shoot and loot things. And I was like, well, boy, howdy, do I have a game for you? And it's like,
Division is quite good at that.
yeah, and I'll tell you what, that Finnish girl's got some American in her, because I talked about it in the pit earlier.
Yeah, I heard she went LMG
yeah,
build.
She got her hands on an early LMG. There was a point where she literally was wielding 2 as her
Well,
primary and secondary primary, and I was like, well, I guess if you ever run ammo on the other, you can just switch to your secondary and just
I think I
unload
remember
another
having
100
a
rounds.
conversation with Yuso about like, yeah, I'd really like to get a shotgun one day.
She said if she ever visits America, she wants to go to a shooting range, and I do have some good ones nearby. And I was like, she's like, can we go? And I was like, I mean, yeah, it's fine. But I'm happy that both of them are enjoying the Division. I do understand like why Smokey doesn't like it. It is a looter shooter. There's some grind. People you have to shoot through the health. It's not that realistic. Because he thought it was going to be like a Ghost Recon type of game, and it's like no, unfortunately, it's not.
When is the next Ghost Recon, anyways?
That's a good question. Considering all these lovely Tom Clancy IPs are owned by Ubisoft, I get sad every time I think about it.
Every time says the next Ghost Recon game, codenamed Project Over, is expected to be released in fall 2026, and AI is infallible. Therefore, this must be true.
Now,
the fact that it's called Project Over makes me just go with like it is already over.
If we want to talk about like live service games that I will shill and sing their praises all day long. You already know I'm a big Embark Studio fans. I've been a finals fanboy since day one. And
This I know acutely.
And more people should play that game. And Arc Raiders is also a banger.
I'd be fine with them if they just weren't so PvP. Because the finals does look generally entertaining, but again, it's just another of those games where I'm just like, I don't have the time to do these types of rounds.
Finals is fun. I played it with
Finals
Iron
is fun. Yeah, that one generally does look good. I saw
Finals is also free, so hey chat.
It is. One of their seasons just started. I think it's like season 10 just started a couple of weeks ago.
You can earn a lot of cosmetics in that game by just playing the game.
Yeah.
You got to pay for the cool ones though.
Yeah, the really cool ones you got to shell money out for, but
Ubisoft,
to be expected.
Ubisoft is constantly collapsing is my favorite topic. The only Tom Clancy game I know is in development.
I thought they were like shutting down like in this coming year.
God,
they're okay. They themselves, if we want to get really technical, their stock will is always super dropping. They themselves as a company won't really close down. They're a type of company who has their hands on so many kind of important IPs where
failing upwards.
And they're technically owned by Tencent, so they will never fully go out, but I can see Tencent stepping in and
your ass adjusting is mine now.
Things. Yeah.
The Ubisoft gotcha pipeline.
But like there are, especially with like all the Tom Clancy franchise, and I mean all of them. I mean, God, when I think about like Rainbow Six Siege, I'm just like, man, I remember before Rainbow Six Siege, we had Rainbow Six Las Vegas, and then
that shit was so good.
And that shit was like peak. I mean, amazing. Such a good SWAT game, and it had a really good multiplayer too.
Fucking Terrorist Hunt was awesome.
And then after that game, we got Rainbow Six Siege,
and then it was all over.
And
now,
fuck.
I know that most people don't like think of these types of games when the message of a live service comes up, but they do fall under the category, and I would say that they are also, the good side of live service, all Valheim and all these other games that keep updating their game.
Would you really consider Valheim a live service?
I wouldn't. I would consider
By
that in
definition.
development.
Yeah, I would say it's like that does not feel like a live
It's not a
service at all.
complete game.
I would say it did.
I would just call it like an in development survival crafting.
If you
game.
have early access on your game, you are not a live service. You are an in development product.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna say that they don't function similarly in that they provide updates, but usually a live service is going to require servers to be running, which requires funding, which requires them to fucking nickel and dime everybody.
Yeah. Can't wait to log on to my Valheim Battle Pass and get my daily.
The live part of live service, you know?
Yeah. That's why I was just like, I was like, I don't know if I would consider that one to be one, but
And then if we want to get into fucking early access, that's a whole nother can of fucking worms.
I think most people are in agreement that early access is always a buyer beware situation.
Correct.
Yeah, that's why I really do it unless it's like games like Valheim or it's like overwhelmingly positive.
It needs to
Right.
stand on its own with what is
Yes.
currently released.
But the beauty of the modern day technology is that we have many platforms for which you to see if the game that you are interested in is good or not. YouTube is a wonderful thing for that. Reviews,
Trust
whatnot.
YouTube. Fuck those game journalists. They're all fucking paid actors.
Well, because with a YouTube video, if someone actually playing the game, you actually see what you're in for.
Yeah. Oh, I moved away from chat. Still updated, by the way. It's kind of hard to say for NMS, No Man's Sky. Content vaulting in that game does actually exist, but it's mostly single player. I did not know that No Man's Sky did any content vaulting.
Here did I.
I think the original campaign got reworked, so it doesn't exist anymore. But that's as far as I know.
But I feel like with the campaign that they've reworked, it's like they made it to a more fluent story.
That's what I mean. It's one of those are we really that heartbroken about it? But
yeah, if that
I also
if
don't
that
play
was the
No Man's
case-
Sky, so shrugs.
Oh, good game.
It is a good game, but okay.
Truly, why play
This is the
Starfield?
thing about No Man's Sky, in that it is a good game. I know it's a good game. It has so much content that I'm it's too overwhelming to get started.
Fair. Again, that's why it's hard to kind of recommend Crimson Desert, because it really is just hey, do you like just content? Do you just like
Having
going
a
onto an open world?
shitload of overwhelming amounts of content to go through.
Yeah, because it's well, if you are okay with that and you are fine with a lot of your game sessions just truly adventuring, by all means, pick it up. But if you want something that's a little dialed back and has more direction, probably don't play the game that's
Right.
literally an open world.
I
So
do like
yeah,
the
I get that.
occasional open world like that, but I think genuinely, the older I get, I like more dialed in experiences that stay their welcome and then end.
Well, okay. I think that there's other issues with Crimson Desert because I don't really hear this sentiment necessarily when it comes to something like Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is fucking you are peasant simulator. Have fun, fuck ass. Get good.
You start off as a peasant.
I'd say
Right.
that Crimson Desert has been definitely divisive, where I'll put it this way: if you are the type of person that played Dragon's Dogma or Dragon's Dogma 2 and you enjoyed that game despite all its esoteric bullshit, and some of its jankier parts that would probably turn other people off, you will probably like Crimson Desert. If you're not that kind of person and you want a very well Witcher 3 style story well written. You're not going to find that in Crimson Desert. What you will find though is an interesting sandbox to play in. That's the sentiment I've been told.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Guys, we gotta burn down the stream. Car's got a fucking AI ad. It's over.
Ugh.
We gotta blow
He's
it all
April.
up.
No.
He's April Fool's.
I wouldn't even, like, I doubt that he gets an AI ad.
I have been
'cause the fucking
getting
YouTube
so
sucks.
many like rancid AI ads that are like the most thinly veiled, leaves nothing to the imagination. Fucking like porn.
You know, thank God I pay for YouTube Premium. God damn.
Like the only thing that they will do is like give like a slight blur filter, and it'll just be straight fucking schlong in orifices and schlucked and everything.
Cool.
And I'm like, how the fuck does this get by?
Can't wait for that bubble to pop more.
I can't wait for it to fucking explode, but that's because I have a huge malice against AI for a multitude of reasons.
Oh
And
yeah,
they're all valid.
Exactly.
Literally
really
all of
valid.
them.
We're an AI community.
The only quote unquote like neutral I will ever be with like AI is that it's funny to make stupid shitpost images, and that's it.
Right, like what Gato did with the fucking Orc
Yeah.
Lyle.
Yeah, or hey, you're running like a fucking in-house D&D game, and you want to like make a fucking token for your dude. Sure.
Because DM will do that from now and then. He'll make a quick AI sketches of NPCs because it's easier to really quick do that than
It's a lot
commission
easier for
artists.
him.
Yeah. So it's like there have been times where it's just like this looks cool. It sucks as it's AI, but we get it. We 100% get it.
And look, in a perfect world where I had a shitload of money, I would absolutely dump out for artists to give me sick ass art for my tokens and everything. But I'm broke as shit.
In a perfect world, but we
And
don't
like
in a
me
perfect
wouldn't
world.
exist.
People like me would not.
And
exist.
yes, I have commission artists for some characters before.
Oh yeah, we were able to get Kevin to commission all of our characters for D&D. That was really great.
I even have the group photo too.
It should
Put it in the VC chat.
should go without saying. Part of the reason that streams haven't been popping off as much, in addition to all of the other excuses I've given before, all of the new like tabletop shit I'm a part of takes up time. So
Yeah, because you guys do that every Tuesday night. Yeah?
every Tuesday,
Yep.
and then we're gonna be doing one every other Wednesday, or not Wednesday, like Saturday I think it was, and then whenever Jake gets his up, we're gonna be doing that every Monday. So that's 2 to 3 days of my week completely gone, and then I have my watch night. So that leaves, I think, like at best 3 or 4 days for streams.
Yeah. I guess it also to go for you to do streams. Would you want to be doing kind of more, bullshit podcasty streams like this one where you just get people and shooting the shit, or would it be like video game ones, where it's just like, here's a game, let's rip through it.
I think streams lend itself better to having other people on, to just chatting, shooting the shit. Playing games is fine while doing it, but it lends itself better to this type of format.
Yeah, because I guess we technically you had multiple people for the Requiem stream, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just because that way you can kind of like cut down on dead air, which is a fucking sin for streams. Just like sitting there like saying nothing.
Yeah, they're like Let's Plays, but without you being solo and just talking to yourself for every little thing. You get a cast,
right?
Bounce.
And I mean, I've toyed around the idea of like doing videos and stuff in the past of like games or like readings, but I think I would need like a fucking editor for that.
Right. And I know we kind of for the campaigns that we have set up right now of like we're just doing that for the fun of it, but I'm also not opposed in like future stuff if we want to have the cameras on for that.
Yeah, I think like if we wanted to do more cyberpunk stuff with the gang after we finish this campaign
Wow.
and like continue with what we're doing, I wouldn't be opposed to like doing something with that. Especially since we've had time to acclimate to each other. But I mean,
Because
that's just like a conversation for later.
speaking of videos being made and editing, I'm gonna say, does Bowie edit his own videos, or does he have an editor?
I think he
Do
edits
you
his own
know?
videos.
Yeah, he's all he don't got a team. He does that all for the love of the game.
You're talking about he's got a whole ass team. He just keeps that secret. But now I get it. I get editing videos. My buddy, when he did YouTube, that shit. Most of the time, recording the videos, because him and I did some stuff together. Recording videos, easy peasy, not a problem, as long as OBS
Dude,
doesn't fuck up or the file gets corrupted. But the editing, yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, the amount of like hobbies these days that like from the outside looking in seem so like easy to get into, and then
you realize mountain of work.
holy fuck, like hey, you want to be a digital artist? Just pick up a digital drawing pad. And like, no, you gotta get like programs. You gotta
Why become a digital artist when you can just use AI?
and then that's not even getting into like fucking rendering and fuck.
Is the VTuber setup still a thing? It's around here somewhere. I would just need to get it back up and running and like set up a camera and shit. Ideally, whenever I go and like fucking kind of revamp some of like the other stuff for stream related things, maybe then it would be like the VTuber revamp for it as well, and that'll be back up and running. But each part of the reason too is I wanted to get the new PC so that way, ideally, games don't shit the bed while I'm trying to do like 5 other things, dual streaming, setting up the VTuber shit, all the fucking hassle that's with that. So, maybe sometime later this year.
I'm curious, when you do get the new PC, would you try to dual tower it like other streamers do, where they have, one?
No. I already have the
No?
new PC. I got that like end of last year, start of this year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You sent the picture of it. I remember that one now.
No, I'm not look, I'm not like fucking I get the use case for dual tower. This isn't my job.
Fair.
There's
Just for
really
the love
no
of the
reason.
game.
It's overkill. I mean, people would say that the fucking stream setup I have right now is overkill. Given that I have a full on like good ass mic with a mic arm, with a mixer, and I have a preamp for my Sennheiser headphones.
Man, that's just fucking video game PC players now. I mean, shit, my roommate's turning into that. He don't do anything YouTube related, and he kind of almost got that. I think it's just
the chase for audio quality.
Yeah, exactly. Like you want to have a good mic, you want to have a good, headphones, hear everything. You got your audio mixer. You want to put a little fucking soundboard in there so you can go, do some fuck shit. I get it.
If this little hobby I had was pulling in mad money, I probably would just like say, "Hey, Smoker, do you want a new job as an editor?" And then just pay him to be an editor.
Yeah, no shit. Get him out of the fucking
two birds with one stone.
Get him out of the ball crushing factory.
Yeah,
where he crushes his balls.
We'll start a successful tabletop channel and sell merch and all that hoopla, and we'll start posting shorts online.
Yeah, we'll call the channel Critical Fail and have parentheses roll next to it.
Oh yeah. Lawyers. Hi.
No, it's Iron. We're just gonna have the content house. Remember?
Yeah. The hack fraud house.
I forgot when those were so big. God, those were so cringe. None of them ever succeeded. Ever.
Don't forget about the Herman Miller chair. Yeah, that fucking like $1,000 chair I've got.
Well, because go figure with the content house, you have a bunch of people who like barely associate otherwise, who have very
huge egos,
personalities.
Yeah,
and ego,
it's literally a bunch of narcissists in one house. It's great.
Who all have very different levels of eugenics.
It's called aura, bro. You fucking stink.
I need the plastic Virgil chair for my room.
If you're gonna do that, it has to be the only thing in the room, though.
You know what? Stream idea. Play the Devil May Cry series.
I mean, at some point I want to go and do 4 and 5, because I've done 1 and 3 not on stream, but
wow, why didn't you do 2?
I fucking wonder why.
Why'd you skip that one?
I wonder why.
Why? What's wrong with that one? Except for everything.
You should become an indie dev and start posting shorts about how to succeed while making your voice like 5 decibels deeper than it really is. Humanoto software. Yes, let me tell you about how to make a game. So let me pull up Paint. So this is you right here.
You know what? Different idea. Do the same thing where you're recording like computer stuff, but you pull up the notepad and you type out all your instructions.
Oh, that reminds me of the fucking like throwback stream where I was doing Marble Blast and I was playing that one fucking song from back in the day, and I had anytime I wanted to like say something, I'd pull up Notepad for a minute to like type. It was a peak bit. You know, I sometimes I have some real fucking heaters when it comes to bits, like the fucking monkey, like the jungle stream. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh man, I thought of a bad idea. It'd be way too late now, but. You know, for the anniversary, you should have done a returning visit to Goodbye Volcano High.
Yeah, and fucking become a corpse in my chair. I wouldn't even have it in me to crash out. I would just stare at the screen and go,
It would be like a place where you remember, Huma, you remember when fucking Wooly and Pat were doing the Minecraft.
Yeah, fail through.
Okay, and all they did was just have a conversation while it just auto
right
all the choices.
That really is like fucking having like Subway Surfer on in like the background.
I fucking love
only time you need to engage back in is when the music parts come in. Like, I gotta play.
Oh,
I gotta play the good parts now.
I gotta actually.
The only time that they picked up the controller was when the game was like, you have to do something.
You can't not do something right now.
This shit was so funny.
Well,
God, what are some other bad games? I don't know if you can even buy it anymore. What happened to Vampire game where it was made by the people who made Dishonored?
Blood Hunt?
Bethesda published it. Well, Microsoft, Bethesda technically published it, but they forced these poor guys to make that vampire game into like a multiplayer, like first person shooter, and it
Red
bombed
Dawn or whatever.
Yeah, once I play that fucking game, I don't know if you can even buy that anymore. I think that shit's like literally got delisted.
I would be there even if it gets me fired if you do a series of 100%ing GVH. I'm leaving. I leave that shit to Egbert.
Yeah, 100%ing that
your
sucks.
goddamn mind 100%ing that. It's like literally to RNG.
It is. Two achievements are RNG based because during the everyone's favorite D&D Redfall, I think that's it. During the D&D sessions, there's 2 achievements where you have to either get a critical 1 or a critical success, a 20. They are completely random. There are ways to get past it by you would quit the game after you do a roll and then reload. But the part where it reloads you is about 6 minutes before you do the dice. So each run, if you don't get it, it's a 6 minutes. It's another 6 minute restart. And then of course not counting all the different choices that you have to do to get these certain scenes to play. Not like the choices matter at all, like the friendship stuff, because we noticed that whole bond ring thing was bullshit.
Fucking useless.
Because it was whatever. But like, so you have to make choices that help Fang, that allows them to get their own inner peace of things. I say peace, like I'm comparing this to the Fang I enjoy, who is actually going through some struggles even though I know the other one has a fucking meteorite coming to the planet, but whatever. So
that may or may not have actually
So-
It's
hit.
up to your
Yeah.
Not who
interpretation.
you ask.
yeah, so they, which is funny because the game does not tell you this, well, the game doesn't tell you shit. Because Fang will be on that little bond thing, they're in the middle. But they have their own thing, and the choices you make also affect that and how you get certain scenes. To get essentially perfect runs or perfect like amount of scenes for everyone, you have to agree with Trish on everything. You have to agree with Reed on everything. And then for our side characters, you have to agree with Naomi on everything. Sage, everything. Oh my god, I wanted to call her Raul instead of Rosa. Same thing. You have to dedicate almost a run to all these characters for their certain choices. You can space them out because like the minor characters, but for like the major ones, you have to focus it. There is no doing a Trish and a Reed route. Period. You either do Trish or you do Reed. And then when it comes to the side characters, which sucks because there's multiple, you have to you have to space them out. So yeah, 100% in that game is rough. It is not a
It's genuinely miserable. If you
It's
really
not a fun
care
experience.
that much about having the
You-
Shivas and you
y-
have it on Steam, which I don't know why you're playing this game and why you care about the achievements, but you can just edit your stuff to get the achievements.
you can, but I like earning that effort. Also there is that part of me that was
This
just
is
like I
worth it.
do because like to me I still liked GVH because like I saw the vision. I saw what they could have done. It just went through, I'm not going to call it development hell. It just went through hell.
I mean,
Through
it kind of did go through development.
like yeah, legitly it did. It
I
really
mean,
did.
like the entire first like draft of the game got
Yeah, it was
thrown
thrown
out
out.
the window.
Because the freaking writer made Harry Potter fan fiction, which who gives a fucking shit? Whatever. Like what a dumb thing to people piss babies about, but it's part of that crowd.
I think it
You
was
know the
also
crowd I'm
because
talking
they like
about.
drew underage characters.
Oh my god. I mean, okay, that part's rough.
I don't know.
If it was the fan
It was the whole
fiction,
thing.
yeah, if it was the writing, then I'm just like, who cares? But if they drew the pictures, I'm just like,
It
oh,
was
I can't
it was
defend that
really
one.
bad optics because didn't they like go on like Kotaku or like some journalist platform to like brag that they did?
That part I'm not very familiar because this is years ago now, but I do remember the fanfic part, at least like with the writing. But yeah, so that went through hell. The writing kept going, kept getting changed. Then we have our story. Okay, well then we have the main bit of just like, oh, your choices matter, except they don't. They do for achievements and scenes, but it's not even like the
You are going to end up
the
at the same spot at the end, regardless of anything you do.
I mean, yeah, because that's the whole thing. Regardless of what the end is, like, because I could all there's a bad comparison because one's like fucking peak. You can look at the Lord of the Rings. Now you know Frodo is going to get that ring to Mount
Mount Rushmore.
Doom. Yeah, Mount Rushmore is going to get to Mount Doom. You know that ending, but that journey with the choices that were made, everything else was good. The choices in GVH that got us to that ending of just a meteor crashing in didn't matter, because if you knew that your life had a truly a time limit because this meteor was coming in,
There is
Fangs,
no urgency or agency in anything that you do in that game.
I'm not even gonna just say Fang. The entire friend group's priorities are whack.
I need to go to college. You need to understand this, bitch. There ain't gonna be no college.
Yeah,
Yeah, no
my
shit.
priority is my future that isn't happening because
My brother in Christ, the meteor is coming.
Because you could look at, because you can see, well, because I'll compare Trish's wanting to go to college, and then I'll compare Fang's of them wanting to, do the battle of the bands, like the band stuff. I am more almost on the side of leaning on the band thing because that was playing music, and if I remember, Trish did enjoy playing music. She just was just like, oh well, school. I need to focus school now, and it's just like, well, now the fucking world's gonna end, so it's just like, wouldn't you just want to like
Trish was
play
very
music
bipolar
with your
because she
friends?
wanted to participate in some of the band stuff and she wanted them to sound good, whatever, and
Mhm.
then gets all fucking bent out of shape when Fang is like, hey, you know what we gotta do to sound good? Fucking practice.
I don't want to practice. I want to study for school that I'm going to. It's just like,
And then Trish is like, hey,
what?
we should like hang out more or whatever. It's like, okay, let's hang out and practice.
Which again,
Do
that's
the
another
things
thing
that
that,
we do.
yeah, and again, that's another thing that sucks because this happened with Humo's playthrough on stream. Was he played it where Fang agreed with everything Trish wanted,
And
everything.
then she has the audacity to be like, you don't support me.
Yeah, and that was when, I mean, the fuck you Naomi was like the big part, but like that the beach scene had a lot of pauses. But that part when Trish was calling out Fang was, I believe, when Huma was like just pausing, was just like the like fuck you, like I agreed with everything you wanted. Like what, like the fuck you mean I'm not there for you? I'm
Yeah.
the only one who's been there for
It's
you.
not even like forget that like the Naomi like crash out was just so like out of left field.
It was not a valid crash out at all. The people who had the crash out, the players, theirs is valid. But
Yeah.
anyways. But yeah, with Jay Paulus, yeah, GVH frustrates me since there is clearly potential. And that's why I do enjoy that game, is because I can see the vision, or like what they try to do. It just did not get there. They pulled the trigger and that gun jammed.
Well, I think like most people can agree. Like even the most like bad faith person talking about GVH can admit that like there is something there. There are moments in a vacuum that are cool, um, but you know, lost in the weeds.
Yeah, because there's generally like some fine moments between dialogue, or like there's some like heart to heart moments you can have with Fang and
You
Nasser,
know,
where they're just like,
there
oh, this is
are
true sibling shit.
some endearing characters, but and I can understand why people are enamored by these characters, even in their, in my opinion, lesser GVH variants. But
Fucking, oh my god. Even though there were other side characters, it's just like the one I feel like that just got shafted the most was Sage. Give
no
us this
doubt
character who seems like she's having a really hard time, or he, I think he's he in GVH.
they never give you
Um,
a definitive answer.
I can't fucking remember.
I have
But give
never
us Sage.
gotten a like definitive answer.
Yeah,
Everybody has a different opinion.
but it's like give us Sage, and you have this character which, even when you do choose and you get to get like their background like scene with them, it's not even like touching the surface. It's like not even enough. And it's like why'd you make these characters? Like you gave us, I wouldn't even say the tip of the iceberg. It was
Well, it
just like,
just
it's like I can see the mountain in the horizon, but I'm not getting anywhere closer to it. I can just see it
well,
and it's
it's
there.
I think the
Any
best way to
updates
put
on
it is
SG Encore? Not that I've seen in the past couple months.
fuck if I know.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen their Twitter post anything in a while.
I
Maybe
mean,
some retweets, but
this is gonna round back to the whole like demo fatigue conversation in that I don't really keep tabs on these things until I hear that it's out.
Until the red flag goes up and you're like,
yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I follow them on Twitter, but I haven't seen any big things they've been posting. Like I said,
right. If I
they've been doing like
happen
retweets.
to see like something in passing, like regarding an update, because I do follow most of these projects like on Discord or social media. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, but like until it out, I kind of just glance over it and move on.
I hate how Sage gets a one good moment only to immediately treat them as a joke for the rest of the game. This is very true. That is a devastating moment if you're a Sage fan, because
But
yeah,
to
you
round
do
back to
get
that, the whole thing, like the game just feels like it is what's the word I'm looking for?
Hollow.
No,
Dark
no, no.
Souls Hollow.
It is performative liberalism.
It is
It is surface level. It wants to pretend like it's saying anything and says nothing.
because I'll be honest, and unfortunately, it's not that they were pandering, but you could look at it and you could easily say it is, and honestly, good for the people who want to defend and say it's not pandering. They really wanted to throw in a bunch of different, LGBT type groups to just be like, hey, look, you're there,
It's like,
but they never understood it. Like,
well, to compare it to another game that is, abysmally terrible, but I can at least give it points for actually trying to say something, even though, you know, I think even the demographic that they're trying to go to don't really care for it.
it's gonna be
At
Dust Bowl.
least Dustborn tries to
God,
say something
what a fucking game.
Why would you bring that cursed fucking
that we gotta
product?
finish.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Life is pain.
Encore, last I checked, finished most of its background arts around a month ago. Hey, that's really good. And then someone mentioning that, yeah, Leo, yes. Okay, for that game, Leo getting cut sucks.
On
Leo
the
getting cut.
upside, the fandom has done a lot of cool stuff with him, so there's that.
Yep. And then again, we get Leo in the Encore. So when when one system failed, we got it back in another one. And then someone mentioned earlier also with Karos, I had a feeling Trish had a massive rewrite after the Harry Pottering. None of the playthroughs I've seen had that Trish fight that happens in the trailer that was well animated. Yeah, that Fang and Trish fight that happened in the alleyway that looked like at the end of one of
Well,
the
I'm
Battle of the
sure
Bands,
that like
that never
every
happened.
character we're supposed to have a lot more that they slap
They
together from the ashes of the first draft into whatever the hell they made, because I think they were also under development pressure from the governments that funded them.
Also, there was a sprite for Uncle Mo, and it's great. Hell yeah. They threw in LGBT groups and without actually giving them proper explanation of those themes, which is very true. Because like you may
It's
not
just
have to
window dressing. It
yeah,
like
because
they
you may not
don't
have to
contribute
go
anything.
yeah, because I won't say it's not like you have to go into every character and like have them truly explain. It's like, well, why did Fang want to be non-binary? And it's just like, well,
Right.
to
You
us it's
don't
like,
need
yeah,
to
we don't
have the
need to know. We don't, yeah.
proverbial microphone, reporter come up to me and be like, "Why are you gay?"
Yeah. To truly respect it, it's like, yeah, I don't need to know why Rosa's trans, why Sage is trans. I don't need to know that. But when they do want to talk about themselves, and not even just like why they went that way, but just they themselves just talking about it, and we're not even getting that. It's just like, then why did you do these in the first place?
Well,
Did you
it's
just
just
want to throw in these groups to be like, haha, representation, or was there a plan?
well, it's like tonal whiplash when you have a character like just exposition at you that they're this thing, and then you go, "Okay, yeah, cool," and then you never talk about it again.
Yeah, it never comes up, and it's just like, well, then what was the point? Yeah, how do you do, fellow LGBT plus rebels, weirdos,
Yeah,
and doomers? Holds up, holds up all my flags and skateboard.
yeah.
It
It's
it's
that's
just rough,
put it.
because I say also again going with that like that early animation with Fang and Trish, it's just like again though that wasn't in the final product, but when you see something like that, you're like, oh, this looks well done. This looks cool. I can't wait to see more of this. Although it's never there. Um, these you see these you I mean, God, you find out when this game was advertised, it's like, oh, it's a game about the end of the world. What would you make of it? And it's just like, and again, everyone who has played that game, and you get close to the end, and then you get these montage of moments of all the friends hanging out and doing things. Almost everyone I know who has played that game and have seen those moments, they're like, "Where was this? Why didn't I play this? Like,
Right, I
why?
mean, like
Why? Like,
anywhere in between the game where you get like
yeah,
the
it's like, why am
random
I
like
seeing?
photos of something that looks way more engaging and entertaining
Yeah, like
than
why? Like,
whatever the
why am
hell's
I
going on.
seeing? Yeah, why am I seeing still images of
Why am I
this?
not there going through that?
And it's
It seems like it's also like you're trying to imply that it's like more important to the overarching story too. So like, why are we only like skimming past it?
yeah, and every
Hey, remember
time,
that Reed was gay with a boyfriend that
boy, if you
only shows up
blink,
at the end?
yeah, literally, if you blink, you will miss the still image of him and his boyfriend going to prom, and it's just like every time I've replayed that game, every time I get to that moment and I see all those images and scenes and everything, that's always a gut punch to me because I'm just like, why? Why am I seeing this? And why am I not
And
experiencing
it's
it?
like also like if we were going through this whole thing of like, you know, where I think the message was like something to do about like, hey, other people have their own lives going on, and like the world doesn't just orbit around you. Then like maybe we should have like I don't know like spent more
Hey,
time getting to know that my friends had these other relationships and shit going on too.
hey, if you want to make the message where not all your friends orbit around you, maybe we don't use our freaking friend system as us in the center of our friends orbiting us, and they get closer when we do really good. God,
Which again, like there was something to be said about that, but it gets lost in bad game mechanics and design, and you know.
it gets lost in the 4 hours total of both
And I
sessions, or like
imagine
both
in the
sessions of the
first
D&D.
draft, it also probably meant something more significant than it did.
It's just, man. But
The first
anyway,
draft also seemed to tackle a lot more themes of depression and was a little bit more had bite in its tone.
yeah. Anyway, now that we went on our GVH tangents because we talked about
The yearly
100
GBH tangent.
because we talked about 100%ing it. um what's a fun topic to bounce back from? I know I'm only gonna be up for a little bit longer. I gotta leave. It's
I'm gonna
getting
be
late for
real.
me.
I think it's probably about time to wrap her up. We've been going for
Wrap
3
it up.
hours, and I'm gonna be
Sure.
streaming. I think tomorrow with Phasmophobia, and then
You're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
Friday
You're
I
doing
might do something.
You have
Phasmophobia?
actually reminded me I need to download that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be myself, Jake, Humo, and who was our fourth again? We were
Iron.
gonna ask Bowie.
Yeah.
Wait,
Alright,
did
now
you mean to say Jake or Iron?
No, I thought I said Iron. Did I not
No,
say
you said
Iron?
Jake.
you said Jake.
Ah! I meant to say
Now
Iron.
as someone who has played
Would you like to
Phasmophobia
join?
with
We were trying to figure out a fourth.
I mean, if I have time, I won't mind joining. But I was gonna say, if I can't make it, as someone who has played Phasmophobia with Morwen, are you going to have it not be peaceful mode? Will you put these
No,
boys
I
through the
am
ringer?
gonna be putting it on like basic difficulty because Iron's gonna be new to it, so I don't want to like
Okay,
throw
so
him into the deep end.
make it easy, but still have ghosts be active.
I'm gonna
'Cause,
be
like,
having it on professional, so just
okay,
baseline.
I'm just gonna
I
be
was saying,
cruising. I've got 200 hours in this fucking game.
you do
Okay.
okay. I don't know what your guys' experiences with that was.
I've only seen goofy YouTubers go through it, so
I'll
that's
tell
that's
you
Now
my
what.
you
only
have an
exposure.
autist who knows a lot about like not hunt related stuff with the ghosts.
I would say it is truly a very fun horror game, especially with friends. Um, that dev team built atmosphere very well,
And there's
in
also
my opinion.
reworked maps.
Bets on who dies first. It's gonna be Humo. He's gonna be ballsy. He's gonna be
Dude,
like,
I'm
"Fuck
gonna
you,
be
ghost."
so
Dude,
real.
I'm always gonna have fucking smudge sticks on me, and I'm gonna be able to get.
I have a feeling it's
like,
gonna
out of
be
any
iron
chase.
not knowing the distinct between a hunt start and an event.
He's gonna go, oh, what was that? And then that's gonna lure the ghost straight to his location and kill him instantly.
I don't know shit, because I'm just gonna be like, all right, guys, what we doing? And
It's okay. Maybe I can take you to Woodwind and teach you how to
you know,
loop.
I'm gonna be dipshit fumbling around.
What are we
It's
doing
okay.
here?
I'm really
Questing
bad at the game
ghosts.
too. So, well, I'm not. I am a bitch.
She knows the mechanics very, very, very well. It's getting into the haunt can stun lock her.
I like getting in and getting out, and then as soon as I start getting scared, no, I'm
But
good.
yeah,
But I
she'll-
like
she'll-
playing because I do
yeah.
like playing with friends.
Yeah.
Because with her, she's very knowledgeable on each type of spirit, on like, signs to tell. And then of course, we get monitoring, and then getting the equipment and stuff.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be any good, but I used to do no evidence, so that should give you an idea where my brain is.
Hey, I know events and like how they act. You know hunts, okay?
Hey,
Together, we make a good team.
Mm.
Hey, buddy.
But yeah, that'll be tomorrow, and then maybe Friday. I don't know. Maybe I'll like poach Lanny or something and have him sit in while I do Baldi's Basics, since he bought that for me, and I feel like I've got to play it now, again. So we'll do a rerun. But
we're doing a rerun of all your favorite classics, folks.
Yep, all the fucking certified classics, as long as it doesn't include reading or snoot. Smile.
You guys ready for Dust Bowl 2?
Oh fucking Christ! All right, everybody, have a good fucking night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Have a good night, losers.
And to keep with the theme of funny, I'm going to put the starting soon screen on for the ending. Hee hee hoo hoo.